everybody. Welcome back to the Film Buds podcast. This is episode number 77, and my name is Henry. And unfortunately, no Chloe still this week. She's off helping her sister get ready for her wedding, which is in just about a week. But she should be back for the next show. But joining us for the second week in a row is my buddy Sky. So Sky, thanks for coming on, man.
Hey, thanks for having me.
And then joining us, I guess, for the first time as a host, although she was with us as an audience member last week, is our friend Jessica. Yes. So Jessica, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so this week, we're going to be kind of doing the setup we did last time, which is just 2 retro reviews. And I guess we're on a bit of a horror.
You're welcome.
Yeah, bench here. But we're going to be talking about The Babadook from 2014, and then we're going to be talking about Black Swan from 2010. So 2 cool films, and then we got some listener questions. We might talk about that new Quentin Tarantino trailer, stuff like that.
It looks so good.
Yeah. So plenty of stuff. So thanks again for joining us. But how's everybody doing?
Yeah, doing really well. It's a beautiful Sunday.
Yeah. Well, Jessica, since this is your first time, you want to say, because, I mean, this is our first real extended conversation.
Yeah,
so
it is.
Want to say a little about yourself?
Well, I'm Sky's girlfriend, and
that's it. That's all you need to know.
No,
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I just exist in that realm.
That is not true.
No. Sky's trying to teach me the way of movies because I also was a film studies major, but I hadn't seen a lot of movies. Mm-hmm. Usually, I'm the kind of weirdo who's like, "Oh, I haven't seen that movie, but I read that book."
Right.
So he's kind of showing me the ways because there's a lot of movies that normal people have seen that I've never seen, and then I've watched obscure foreign films. So
yeah,
like you showed me Amelie.
Yeah.
For the first time.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. It was kind of out of my element. I watch all the mainstream movies. I think you watch more of like
strange things.
Yeah.
I'm not one for blockbusters, but
right.
I'm learning.
You're not a Transformers fan.
No, I haven't seen any
Darn.
of those and don't really want to.
Yeah, well, that's
okay.
fair. That's fair. Well, cool.
Yeah, how about you? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Actually, I'll talk about a really quick little story. So I started my job at the Cup of Joe coffee shop down here in Hillsboro about a week ago. And, everything went well. It's a fun place and saw a lot of familiar faces. But at around like 10:30 or so on the first day, I saw about a 30-year-old man give an old lady the middle finger, which was just a great sight to see.
Yeah, but she had it coming.
No, no, that's just it. So that was fun. But especially for a small southern town, that was a bit startling.
Yeah, you don't really see that in southern towns like Hillsboro. Hillsboro is just...
So, a great welcoming to the shop. But yeah, doing okay. Just been, getting back into working, which is always just so fun.
It's funny, though, because, I guess I'm so used to having the middle finger thrown at me, because working in news, I get it every day.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you want to talk on camera? And they're like, no, here's the finger for you. So it's great. It's nice.
Yeah, and also he did it as he was, leaving.
Oh,
so it wasn't, didn't just stand there. He was walking away and gave it, which is too bad. So
he didn't even get to see the gratification of it, though. He didn't even get to see his work.
No, but the issue is this lady was she's one of the most beloved people at this shop, and so it's really unfortunate.
Yeah,
but
I hate people sometimes.
I know.
I hate people all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. So, but other than that, been we were talking about it just a second ago, but I've been crushing some Mobile Suit Gundam Wing.
Nice.
On Hulu, which has been nice. Reliving my childhood.
It's a great show.
Yeah.
I really enjoy all the Gundam series that happened.
Yeah. You're rocking a Dragon Ball Z shirt right now.
It's one of the greatest things of all time.
Yeah.
So I love Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
No, I think the last thing that I watched that was animation was actually last night we watched Into the Spider-Verse.
Good one.
Good stuff.
Good one, yeah.
Good stuff. I really hate I missed that in theaters because it was great.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Just this and that,
Yeah. Oh, Love, Death, and Robots.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
Yes. I've seen 10 episodes of it.
We
you need to finish it.
And we have a question about that actually as well.
Okay.
So
cool.
We'll be talking about it plenty. So
let's do that.
All right. Well, should we jump in?
Let's jump in.
All right. So we can get into our retro review of The Babadook, and we have a clip for this one. So take a listen.
Where'd you get this?
On the shelf.
If it's in a word or it's in a look, you can't get rid of the Babadook. If you're a really clever one and you know what it is to see, then you can make friends with a special one, a friend of you and me. His name is Mr. Babadook, and this is his book. A rumbling sound, then 3 sharp knocks. Ba-ba-ba-dook, dook, dook. That's when you'll know he's around. You'll see him if you look.
Babadook, duk, duk.
We might read another one tonight, eh?
But you said I could choose.
Okay, so the Babadook was released in 2014 and is written and directed by Jennifer Kent and stars Essie Davis, Noah Wiseman, Haley McLinney, Daniel Hinshaw. That's about it. And
Small cast.
Yeah. And the synopsis is a widowed mother plagued by the violent death of her husband battles with her son's fear of a monster lurking in the house, but soon discovers a sinister presence all around her. So this one, and the director, I guess, just kind of came out of nowhere, really.
Yeah.
Kind of just shocked everybody.
Well, she started off, Jennifer Kent, she had this short film. It's just brilliant. It's very similar to the Babadook itself. And that was pretty much, I think, all that she did beforehand. And she got funding. She's an Australian filmmaker. She got funding and made it.
Yeah, and she's got her new film coming out this year, the Nightingale. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's killing it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I know that you say, with these retro reviews, there's a spoiler disclaimer right off the gate.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Let's go for that. Yeah.
Okay. This movie is seriously one of my favorite horror films of all time.
Really?
It's in my top 5. I love it so much. I've seen it so many times. And it just gets better and better with every watch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know it's on a lot of people's best of the decade or best horror films of the decade or whatever you want to call it. So
yeah,
you're not alone.
Yeah. No, it has a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And for a horror film that has so much going on, it really is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you feel about it?
Well, I like it a lot. I've only seen it twice, I would say. So I'm a bit, you
need to up that.
Yeah, I know. I just rewatched it after probably a few years of having not seen it. I mean, I agree. I think it's very good. I don't know if I would put it in my top 5 of the decade. I think it would be close, but I think Black Swan would be.
Yeah.
But this one, I mean, I think it is just it's kind of a more refined version of something like Insidious in a way. It's it's kind of like an art house, not home invasion, but kind of monster lurking in the house, and a little more art housey, a little more, again, refined in its direction and its style. And
see, for me, it's all those things, but the narrative level on that movie, it's above anything else really in terms of horror.
Yeah,
that I have seen probably since I guess The Shining.
Yeah.
Well, Jessica actually just watched it recently for the first time. I had her watch it. And
it was a year ago, and I'd always wanted to see it, and he was like, well, I have it, so let's watch it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
What were your thoughts on it?
Well, immediately, I nailed the themes of it and what it really was about and things like that. And I thought it was kind of creepy, but still realistic in a way of, the mental things that can go on in your life that can terrorize you.
Right.
So I thought it was really good, well done movie. And then he showed me the short, and the short was really cool too. And it was cool to see a short that turned into a movie and was well done.
Yeah, which doesn't always happen. Mm-hmm. So
no.
Yeah.
Well, when you have someone like I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the names of the characters right now, but I believe, what was her name? Amelia? Yeah, Amelia, the mom. So she's going through the death of her husband, still, and it's been 6 years. Mm-hmm. She's still going over the death of him. She hasn't been getting over it. She, is refusing to acknowledge it. She's refusing to acknowledge her son's birthday because his birthday is the same day of the death of her husband. You know, and to have the Babadook be a manifestation of grief and all of these things that she has just been not dealing with for years and has created this monster that's plaguing their family. It's just so good.
Yeah.
Love everything about it.
Yeah.
Everything about it.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to talk about grief. We don't want to talk about sadness. We don't want to talk about big, harmful events that have happened to us in the past. And when you ignore them, that's what they do. They build. You know, and this movie is a great example of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it is. I mean, I think the emotions, especially between the two main characters, are pretty heightened because of that. And it's like the less or the more you try and put it away, it's just gonna keep on coming back out and manifesting itself into like a monster. You know,
Like a monster.
And so it is, I think, very well done in terms of actually talking about themes with a story that is pretty straightforward, you know, and ones that you can kind of compare it to, but has a lot more going on underneath, you know. So yeah,
and the great thing is too, I love independent films in general, just because you know they're making do with a low budget. You know, this movie didn't have a whole lot of marketing in it. It had like a couple of YouTube trailers. I don't think I saw any trailer in theaters or movies.
Yeah,
you know, and I saw it on YouTube, and I was like, man, this movie looks great. And then I just forgot about it because there was, you know, how are you going to watch this movie? And then I think IFC picked it up, and that's how I first watched it. And for me, if you can make a movie with $2 million,
that's pretty good.
you know, that's incredible.
Yeah,
You know, it only has like maybe 2 or 3 different locations, very small cast, but the performances, like those are Oscar-winning performances from both the mom and the son.
yeah,
You know, fantastic all around. One of my favorite horror films.
Yeah.
One of my favorite films,
yeah.
you know. But I don't know. I encourage everyone to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, it definitely has made its mark, and I think that Jennifer Kent is kind of like one of the new directors to watch, especially with she has The Nightingale coming out, and so I think she is going to have quite a career ahead of her.
I hope so.
I think she's actually collaborating with Guillermo del Toro actually on some projects. So
That should be good.
yeah.
You know, it kind of concerns me, though, with her because it has been 5 years since The Babadook.
Right.
2014, it's 2019. And I don't know. I was expecting her to come out with something sooner, but I guess maybe she's been working on the new Nightingale movie.
Hopefully.
And hopefully it'll be a big success.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Jessica, now are you much of a horror fan? I mean, do you?
I am, like old school horror films and stuff like that. I just haven't caught up with the times and kept up because there's just so much coming out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 80s horror. I know Sky's,
Yeah.
that's his thing. So yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm all into that kind of stuff, and so that's kind of what I like. And the way I heard about the Babadook was somebody told me it was like the scariest movie they've ever seen. I was like, oh, I got to see this. And all I heard was like how some people couldn't even finish it. And then when I watched it, I was like, it's creepy, but it's not scary.
Yeah, it's more unsettling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of like expecting something bigger in terms of, that. But I thought it was really well done and really good. And like he said, the performances were great, and the tension between the mom and the child, and the way that, this entity affected their relationship was just fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a psychological piece. It really is. Like, it is not just a regular horror film. Like, if you want to watch this movie to be scared, this is not the movie for you. Go watch Insidious or Conjuring. But like this movie, it's a thinker.
Yeah.
I have friends that hate horror movies, but they love this movie.
Really? See, I have friends who love horror movies but hated this. So
they're wrong.
It doesn't follow the rules of a horror film.
And I guess this came out in the same year as It Follows, right?
I think so.
It was quite a year.
It was a good year for horror, for independent, low-budget horror films. Great year.
Yeah.
I love It Follows.
I know. I think I would put It Follows above this. Although, I still, of course, really like this. But, it is... I love the design of the...
Well, you get a house. You get a creepy haunted house feel with this movie, too, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And the creature is very simplistic. You know, it's almost like the main encounter with the entity itself at the end of the film. You don't even get to see it. You know, it's just wind and, you know, sounds. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And some looming camera shots, which is very effective. But you don't see it.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah. Hey, it's all what you don't see, right?
That's right. That's effective horror making.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I really could talk about this movie all day long, though. So anytime that you want me to just shut up talking about it.
I mean, we can talk for as long as you want. Well, I mean, in terms of, you said this would be kind of in the top for you. What would be some others?
Some other films?
Some other films that would, I guess, maybe of this decade that you would put along with the Babadook.
Are we talking horror?
Horror. Let's say horror.
So for me, I think this one was number one for so long until I saw Hereditary. And I think Hereditary and the Babadook are kind of battling back and forth, you know, in my head. So I'll just say 1 and 2. Either one, it doesn't matter. And then It Follows.
Yeah.
I think It Follows is just phenomenal. The Conjuring, the first Conjuring. I really like the second one, too. The second one had more jump scares, I think, which is cool if you like jump scares. For me, I like tension and building, and I think The Conjuring, the first one, did that. And maybe I really like Don't Breathe, too.
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. What about Under the Skin?
You know, it's just that's a throwback.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
Yeah. Well, Jessica, any others for you that come to mind, or maybe what are some of your top horror films just in general? Since
Well, my favorites, and this probably sounds like cliche, but the original Nightmare on Elm Street films were my favorite. That's what I grew up watching, and to me, that was like the ultimate boogeyman.
Right.
And I really was drawn to that, and you know, it just makes you terrified to go to sleep. And so that's, you know, one thing that everybody has insecurities about is being alone and being vulnerable and going to sleep, and then this man comes and murders you in your dreams and stuff like that. So that was I really was drawn to that. And then my very favorite is more like a horror comedy, which is Shaun of the Dead. That is
a classic.
The best. I watch that every year and on Halloween, and I love it. I think that's like my favorite.
Yeah.
Funny, scary, all that.
Yeah, well, I think that movie is a rare case where I think you could almost classify it as either. I think there's like an argument for both, where like the horror is pretty horrifying, like some of the gore and everything, but then it is incredibly funny.
Yeah.
And so it's a pretty great balancing
It's
act.
like a love story to the zombie movies of yesteryear.
Totally,
so
totally.
It's great.
Yeah.
Like, I love the part where Sean is just walking through the market and he slips on some blood, but he doesn't really even acknowledge that it's blood.
Yeah, I mean, because he's just so...
He's so in the zone.
Yeah, he's so part of everyday life, you know, he's just doing his thing.
Now, my favorite horror film, though, for me is the original Scream. Wes Craven's Scream, the first one. It's my favorite horror film of all time. It'll never change.
Yeah.
I don't care what comes out.
And you like The Shining a lot as well, though.
I do like The Shining. Yeah, I think it's a great film. For me, you know, I praised it so heavily a few years back, and it's kind of taken more of a back seat now. I still really appreciate it, and I still love it, you know, but it's definitely taken a hit in terms of, you know, my ranking system.
Right.
You know, my personal ranking system.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of pretentious.
Nah. my personal ranking system.
Right, my personal ranking system.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about you? What are some of your favorites?
Well, I do. I mean, we talked about it last week, but Under the Skin is one of mine. I mean, I would classify it more as horror. Yeah. And so, but we don't need to, if you want to hear that discussion,
go back to the next previous episode.
Yeah. And then honestly, Black Swan. I mean, which we'll be talking about. I mean, I love
a good one.
I love Black Swan. I love Psycho, which I mean, of course, isn't, especially where we are now. It's not that scary at this point, but it's still such a crazy story.
Yeah,
you know,
it set the mark for a lot of things. I wrote one of my thesis papers on Psycho, and I had to watch it like probably 50 times in order to nail that paper. But it's so well done.
Well, Anthony Perkins is just phenomenal.
Yeah,
in that role,
it's unhinging, and it was just so thought out and so well done. It's a beautiful film.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's Hitchcock. You really can't go wrong with Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Hitchcock is, for me, though, you can't like sit down and just put up on a Hitchcock film. You know, I got to be ready for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Go see The Babadook.
Yeah.
Don't go see it because it's not anywhere really for you to see, but rent it, buy it, all that stuff. I actually have the exclusive edition. You know, with like when you pop it up and it's a storybook.
Yeah.
That's what we need to talk about.
Oh, I do have that.
You have that?
Yeah, on the second left, right there.
Look at that. See, I always love this. It just pops up and it's
And
there.
then you told me, like when we watched it, you told me about how they had released a few, like I don't remember how many,
was
few
like-
hundreds
yeah, a couple
of the actual
hundred.
pop-up books. And I was trying to find that for him, and they're like non-existent. They're so rare. And
Either
if
that
you-
or they sell for...
or they're like, you know, on eBay for thousands of dollars or whatever.
It's an exorbitant amount
yeah.
of money.
Yeah.
But no, that's one thing too, is the pop-up book. Like you don't really see that in horror films.
No.
You know,
I mean, 'cause-
children's stories.
Yeah, I mean, it's considered, goofy and,
Right.
but...
And they turned this into something that was actually really creepy. The illustrations, along with the, the pop-up words, were just, it was creepy. Like one of my favorites was, what was it? If you see him, you won't sleep a wink, or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have like this illustration where she pulls this tab and she slits her own
Yeah.
throat, and the little piece of paper blood comes dropping out of her neck.
Yeah.
So creepy. So good.
Yeah, well, in terms of not, sleeping a wink, it is almost like Nightmare on Elm Street, because it is, kind of keeps you awake, like, oh God.
Yeah.
And so,
I love it when she's going crazy because she's keeping herself up. This is after she's been almost kind of like possessed by the Babadook. And she is sitting on the couch and she's watching this news story. And you see this woman, it looks like her, it looks like Amelia, and she's like sitting in this window. And she's just looking at the camera, giving this creepy smile. Very subtle, but every time I see that, I get chills on my arm because it's just so unsettling.
Yeah.
And I think it was talking about murder, right? Like how she murdered her son.
Yeah.
Is what the article was talking about.
Yeah, like she went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do like that scene. I think it's in the police station where she's kind of losing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, it is kind of brings up that idea of looking at someone who's acting like that. Sometimes it can just be, nothing wrong with them. It's just they've had something terrible happen, and it seems realistic. But of course it's viewed as how some people can not see it that way. Like, no, that person's gone insane. And so especially in this day and age. So
I when I wrote my paper on this for grad school applications, I talked about how it was similar to almost like postpartum depression.
yeah, totally.
And it really does.
That's my dog. Sorry.
It wants to come in.
Yeah.
The Babadook's out there. And I don't remember what I was saying. Your
Postpartum
dog.
depression.
Oh yeah, postpartum depression. And you have her, and she had this kid the same day that her husband dies. And for me, I think that you could make an argument that she has been suffering from postpartum depression for 6 years.
Yeah, totally.
Because she has been a shell of what her former self was before her husband died. And this is what characters mentioned throughout the whole film. And she takes it out on her son. So there's a lot of layers in this film.
Yeah. It brings up that idea of depression and how having a partner in one way or the other and losing them can really like make you feel so empty and, kind of losing a part of yourself. And so it definitely feels very natural and realistic. So
And they're so isolated.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Being near each other that, they're already getting on each other's nerves as, mother and son. And then they have this grief that both of them don't know how to process. And so it's, you really see how, what was it, the sister-in-law?
Yeah, the sister.
Or the sister, she was like, you can't bring your kid over here anymore. He's strange and we don't want him around. So it's like even more isolating to these two characters. And nobody really knows how to help them or wants to help them because it's easier to write people off than go the extra mile to help them.
And he got kicked out of school. Sam, the kid, he got kicked out of school, so that makes him even having to stay around her even more.
Yeah, it's just so much isolation and grief that these two are going through.
Which, the isolation makes it even worse because it's like if you get so used to having that person there and it's like that's the only person really, then when they're gone, it's like, what's the world I'm in right now?
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah, and she like can't even sleep by herself.
Yeah.
Like she wakes up in the middle of the night because he crawls into bed with her, and she can't get a moment alone. From her son, who she wants to love and who she does love, but she also resents and hates and blames.
It's a reminder every day of what you lost. Looking at your child, you can't just look at him like something you gained. You look at it also as something you lost.
There's a great line that comes from Sam, where he's like, he's talking about his birthday, and then he's like, oh, I can't celebrate my birthday today because it's also the day my dad died. And I was like, oh, that's just a heartbreaking line, and he delivers it so well. This kid really is like 6 years old.
Yeah.
And he kills it.
Yeah. A really comforting film to watch.
It's a great Sunday pick-me-up.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. And is it maybe on Amazon or Netflix or something?
I think it used to be on Netflix.
Okay.
It may still be, but I don't think
I
so.
had a really hard time trying to find it. That's why I didn't watch it for so long, because I couldn't find it on any outlet. And I know for a long time it was like only Showtime had rights to it or something like that, and I didn't have that. So I was like, well, I can't ever see this ever.
It being an IFC film, I'm sure that you could probably see it on demand.
Yeah, somewhere.
You know,
But yeah, so check it out if you haven't seen it yet.
Please do. It's really good. And comment and be like, hey, this guy Sky knows what he's talking about.
Sky, the message boards are going to blow up.
I hope so. I hope so.
But yeah, I mean, and we did have some good feedback about the last show about both Sky and Jacob. Not so much Jacob. I mean,
Yeah, he was just there.
Yeah, Jacob was just sitting there. So, so.
Jacob, we love you, buddy.
Yeah, you're great. He's not listening. He's not listening. He says he is, but yeah. So cool. Anything else about Babadook?
No, it's great. If you want to read my paper, just send me a link. It's
great. Well, Sky, it's your favorite part out of 5 stars.
5. You know, and I love The Thing, and we talked about this last time, and I gave it, I think, a 4.5 or a 4. This one is definitely a 5. This is a perfect film for me.
Wow. It's 4.5 for me.
Yeah, I'd say like 4.5. Yeah.
You guys are wrong.
It's really good.
I'm just kidding.
Needs more blood.
Yeah. Give it that third time watch, and who knows, maybe it'll be a masterpiece for me.
I think I've seriously watched it 10 times so far.
Really?
Yeah. That's
Nice.
great.
Yeah.
But no, that's understandable.
Cool. Well, all right. Well, I guess we can jump into our other retro review, which is Darren Aronofsky's Black Swan, which we have the Blu-ray right here as well. So a little showcase.
Like a Natalie Portman looking creepy.
Yeah. So take a listen to a clip.
Beth, I'm so sorry to hear you're leaving the company.
What'd you do to get this role? He always said you were such a frigid little girl. What did you do to make him change his mind?
What's going on here?
Hey, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you.
Go home.
No, don't you do that. Don't you dismiss me like that.
Beth. My little princess, please hold it together.
I'm coming by later. I have something for you. It's a token of my appreciation.
Right.
You make the most of it, Nina.
Okay, so what's the movie? Oh, Black Swan. So Black Swan was released in 2010 and is directed by Darren Aronofsky and stars Natalie Portman, Mila Kunis, Vincent Cassell, Barbara Hershey, Winona Ryder, Sebastian Stan. That's maybe about it. And the synopsis is a committed dancer struggles to maintain her sanity after winning the lead role in a production of Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake. So, yeah, this one was also a pretty big hit. I mean, a little more commercially so than Babadook, but
It definitely got a lot more marketing.
yeah, and Natalie Portman won
An
the Oscar for it.
Yeah.
And
well
so,
deserved.
Yeah. And
So
so
it was a perfect performance.
yeah. Yeah, so well, what do y'all think of this one? Jessica, had you seen this prior
I
to
have not seen it. And
Oh.
Sky thinks it's funny why I haven't seen it. So the only thing I know about it is that there's a scene in there where she pulls her fingernails off or something like that.
Great scene.
And I was like, I don't think I'm ready to see that because it's going to give me the creeps really bad.
Yeah.
So I just kind of forgot about it, never watched it. So I unfortunately have not seen this movie.
You know, the accolades for this movie really do speak for themselves, though, because it received 5 nominations at the 83rd Academy Awards for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Cinematography, Best Film Editing, and winning Best Actress for Portman.
That's something.
That's something.
And it made, do you have the box office? I know it made it, what, a couple hundred at least?
Oh, yeah. So it was made with $13 million.
Jesus.
So box office was $329.4 million.
Darren is rolling.
That's
in that
why he
green.
got to do Noah.
Oh, totally.
And they're like, oh, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, totally. And then Noah made a fair bit.
Yeah.
So
Aronofsky's killing it.
yeah. Although I guess Mother didn't do as well financially. So but he's still doing fine. I'm sure.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine. But yeah, so Jessica was telling me, she was like, yeah, I didn't really want to see it because of the fingernail part. And I'm like, oh, there's a lot more to that movie.
There is. Yeah. And even though I have seen it a few times and rewatching it just a few days ago, it is like, there's a lot of stuff that I had forgotten about.
Yeah.
That's really insane. And
It's disturbing.
Definitely not for everybody.
I think, and it's probably the most disturbing film of his since Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah.
As far as like being uncomfortable to watch, because The Wrestler came out before this. Like it was like his previous film, right?
Right.
The Wrestler, it's heartbreaking, but you can watch it.
It's a pretty watchable film.
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing really disturbing happens. It's just you're watching this guy just.
That I did see.
Yeah, it was good.
Randomly, I did
The Wrestler?
see that. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I didn't know that was by him, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't really feel like
It
it. Like
doesn't.
It doesn't.
So
It doesn't.
Which I guess, and for better and for worse, it doesn't feel like him. So
And I think before that he did The Fountain, which feels like an Aronofsky film.
very.
Because a lot of his films, like I tie him to, like when you go through the whole process of watching this film, at the end you're going to be like, "What did I just watch?
Yeah.
What just happened?"
Exactly.
And so I felt like, especially with the marketing towards this one, it felt like it was going to be Black Swan was going to be one of those where you're like, "Is there a conclusion? Is there something that you come out of it and you're like, you understand what just happened?" Because with his movies, I tend to think of mass confusion sometimes.
Totally.
There is a little bit of confusion, but I think for, it's clear what the message is and what panned out throughout the film.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a little more straightforward, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's less extreme or less ambiguous than Mother or something. But it's still pretty psychologically strange.
Yeah.
So
Like when she starts turning into a swan on stage.
I was just about to say that. I love that scene. It's
such a great
amazing.
scene.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, I will say, so I'm actually going with a friend of mine in May to see a production of it from the Carolina Ballet Company.
What?
So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Like they're doing this, or they're doing
Swan Lake. Swan Lake.
I was like, did they make this into a theater
Sky,
show?
they're doing Black Swan.
I would watch that.
No, it's going to be Swan Lake, so that should be cool.
That would be really cool.
But no, did you all hear about that guy that put on the stage play of Alien?
I sent him a
did.
link to
That's
that
like
on
blowing
Facebook
up now?
yesterday.
Yeah, crazy.
And put it on his page because I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I think they should do a Lord of the Rings stage play.
they're doing a TV show.
No, I want a theatrical show.
Yeah.
I want the biggest stage in the world.
Good Lord, that'd be like a 10-hour show. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I love Black Swan. I mean, for some reason, I don't know where it comes from, but I love like the Russian ballet style, like that kind of sharp but very classical and kind of dark. And so I just love that visual style of Russian ballet. And I think that the Black Swan is a really interesting, or Swan Lake is a really interesting story.
Yeah.
And so it really complements the
This is
character
definitely,
arc well.
in my opinion, Aronofsky's finest film to date. I think that he may not make another film as successful as this. And that's okay. But this movie, when I saw it in theaters, I sat in my theater seat and I didn't leave until 5 minutes after the credits were over.
See, I'm sad because I don't think I saw it in theaters.
You missed out.
I
man.
know. I know. I hit myself every day for it, but
It was really good.
yeah. But yeah, it is like you were saying. It's like when it's over, you're just like, what
Yeah.
did I watch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
it's like a heavy kind of feeling.
it's pretty. Yeah, pretty. Yeah,
when you
pretty
watch his
heavy.
movies, you're just like, you have to let it resonate for a while to understand and kind of gather what just happened.
Yeah, and
It's something that everyone can relate to, too.
for sure.
Like she's obsessing with being perfect, and everybody, if they're passionate about something, they can relate to that.
Yeah, and I think in terms of the style of it, does feel a little bit similar to Mother in terms of it being this kind of singular character who's slowly unravels, and also just in terms of the direction and the cinematography, where it's like a constantly moving handheld camera, where it's very immersive and kind of feels a little bit different from something like Noah or maybe even The Wrestler in a certain way, but it does feel a little bit similar to Mother in that way in terms of style,
Yeah. I think in terms of like, I guess visually for me, it very much felt like Requiem for a
Yeah.
dream, and where it's dark and gritty
and dreary.
and dreary.
That
Yeah.
movie was so depressing. That one I watched, I was telling Sky the first time I watched it, I was with one of my friends and we were like, well, let's just put it on. We haven't seen it. And we did not speak for probably 20 minutes after it. It was just like, where do you go from here?
Yeah.
It's so dark and depressing.
Yeah, that is one of the few movies that every single person that I talk to who has seen it says that exact same thing. Like there aren't many movies that I think really have that same effect on everybody. You know,
It's a movie I wish that they would show in high schools. You know, to be like, hey, don't do drugs. Here you go. Watch this video.
Yikes.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like we said, I mean, Natalie Portman is incredible in it.
Mila Kunis too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
You
she
know?
doesn't really get enough credit. She's very good in it,
Yeah.
as well as Vincent Cassell
Yeah.
as the ballet teacher or instructor, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. It's a creepy movie.
Yeah.
It relies a lot on sound too, which I really appreciate.
Yes.
I know you love Mother. Do you think that this is better than Mother?
Yes. Black Swan is a better film than Mother. And for me, it's because this one, I think you can relate to it a lot more. With Mother, you
Yeah,
know
nobody can
you're-
relate to that.
Right. You know, have you seen Mother?
Yes, I saw
okay,
Mother.
cool.
Yeah, like a few months ago, I sat down. I had it on my DVR for a long time. I was like, okay, let's watch it. And I was like, wow, that was an interesting story because it's not what I thought it was going to be.
No.
When I remember I was in theaters and I watched some movie and they showed the previews for it. And I thought, oh, that's like, it reminds me of Rosemary's Baby. It's going to be something like Rosemary's
Sure.
Baby. And I was expecting that and it completely wasn't.
Yeah.
Again, I think I said this last time, but they broke a baby's neck and then
Ate it. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great filmmaking.
Great.
I love that, but because you don't see that, and you know, people we live today where we don't really see kid actors or babies dying in films, and for me it was a very shock factor moment. But it's something that it's not really that I want to see more of it because that sounds very disturbing. But I do applaud it for doing that.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know?
even with the people who kind of write off Aronofsky, I think that no matter what, even if it's a terrible film, I think that every time you go and see one, you're going to see something unique.
Yeah.
And that you're going to remember, for better or for worse.
Right.
You know, and
Definitely.
so,
He stands out as a filmmaker.
yeah.
You know, and for me, that was his big standout moment. For this one, it was, when we were talking earlier about her turning into a swan on stage, that was the memorable moment. And unfortunately, with Requiem for a Dream, it was something much darker. But
Yes, I think I'm on the same page with you on that one.
yeah,
I was
it
like,
had Keith David referencing a line. And I love Keith David, though.
Yeah. Yeah. But with this one, I mean, there is the relationship with the mother who's like super possessive.
Yeah.
And which really works well. And then the actress, I can't remember her name, but she's great. And just that relationship is so grating and kind of mysterious because you never know when things are going to change, how she's going to react to what Natalie Portman's character is doing and what she says. And it's
Now, it's been a minute for me. What was Winona Ryder's role in this?
she's the former Swan Queen.
Okay.
Yeah, and so she's the one who is essentially the one before Natalie Portman and is kind of out of the
Got it.
yeah lost her edge and she's done, and then she ends up like stepping into traffic and getting like serious injuries and kind of her life being over at that point. And then and then of course Natalie Portman sees all that. She's like, oh God, is that going to be me in a year or whatever?
I remember now.
Yeah.
It's been a few years since I've seen this movie because, like with every Darren Aronofsky film, you can't just sit down and watch them.
No.
You got to be really ready for them emotionally. And I love his films. They're fantastic. But this one, it's definitely one of the heavier films for me.
Yeah. And you saying it's kind of his best work. It is just like everything with the editing, the cinematography, everything just works constantly so well.
I'm not sure if any other film that he's done has been that critically acclaimed.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so either.
I mean, 5 Oscar nominations. I don't think that...
Especially in
any other
those
film.
categories, yeah. So,
and it is a gorgeous film. It's very pretty, And like I said, I think the best thing for me is that it's just so relatable.
yeah.
I mean,
because everyone has had something where they want to be the best, or especially if it's something you're passionate about and you just get too ahead of yourself or just kind of lose sight of what you're actually trying to achieve. And so, or you at least are aware of that. So, or have seen someone else do that. So,
how would you rank Aronofsky's films?
Well, see, I do really love Mother.
So let's do top to bottom. Let's do the first one. So yours would be Mother.
I think so. It would either be Mother or Black Swan. Like it would be, that's very level pegging. I did rewatch Mother as well. And that third act is truly one of the most insane sequences in a movie that I've ever seen. Similar to like, you know, some of the stuff in Black Swan. It's just like, I've never seen anything like it. Like everything with the riot and the SWAT teams.
Yeah.
And
it goes off the rails.
It just came out of nowhere.
Like the house literally being destroyed and all of that. And
her world is deteriorating.
Yeah. And so that, and I also still love the first two acts. Like some people say that's all they kind of talk about is the third act, but I do love the first two acts where it is just kind of this, she's can never get control and everything. So, I mean, it'll be Black Swan and Mother at the very top. Then I do kind of love Noah. I do have a soft spot for Noah.
I still haven't seen it.
It's good.
I never watched it.
I mean, because it is like an atheist's take on a religious story. So it's
right.
Interesting in that way. And then maybe Requiem, and then
No Wrestler Love?
I like The Wrestler a lot. Maybe it's just because it feels the least like Aronofsky.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it fits.
And so it feels a little more straightforward, even though, of course, there's a lot going on, and it's a very good film. So it'd probably be maybe Requiem, The Fountain, The Wrestler.
I love The Fountain.
And then Pi. Pi is, like, of all the people who do criticize Aronofsky for being pretentious, that's a film that I would kind of call pretentious for me.
No, it is.
And it's
my least favorite, too.
Yeah, and so Pi would be at the bottom for sure, even though I don't dislike that movie. But, yeah. But Mother and Black Swan would be at the top by far.
Yeah, I agree with that. For me, I think I would change out Mother and put The Fountain, but I have a weird love for The Fountain.
Yeah.
It's a weird film, and it makes no sense when you really sit down and think about it.
Yeah.
But what about you, Jess? What do you think?
Well, I haven't seen all of his movies. I think it's just because, like you said, when you go into seeing one of his films, you have to be ready. And so I've kind of put off seeing some of his films. So I've only seen maybe like 4 of his films. I really liked Mother because it was just wacky out of nowhere, not what you expect, and you're just like along for this ride with this basically poor unfortunate girl who's, you know, stuck in this situation and she's going completely insane, and you just have to kind of watch her. I liked that, and the ending was just, it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
It was weird, but it was
crazy,
cool,
but
and it
yeah,
fit. So I like that one a lot. I think out of, you know, it's still dark, but it's not as dark as Requiem. And Requiem was like heavy.
You're done after that.
Yeah.
It's crushing.
You're done.
You don't want to do anything.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of steered me a little bit away from his stuff.
Yeah.
Just because I remember the feeling that movie gave me when I watched it. It was kind of like this hopelessness.
Yeah.
It was, it
Like,
was a lot.
if you watched Requiem for a Dream in the middle of a bad work week, you wouldn't go back to work.
No.
You'd quit.
I just quit life.
I just quit life. I'm going to sit on my couch for the rest of my days.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, it's quite something to watch. And but yeah, Mother, I actually did see an article recently that it said if you're not laughing at some things in Mother, you're not watching it right, because it is in some ways a comedy, which is I agree with, because like some of the how like Javier Bardem and how some of the other supporting characters act is so ridiculous that it is funny to an extent. And I mean, in some parts, not everything, but
well, I think Ed Harris and Michelle Pfeiffer, you know, their relationship in that movie is it's so weird that you can't help but laugh at it.
Yeah, and then what's his name? Domhnall Gleeson pops up as one of the sons, and then there's that fight between them in the house, and then
that's another atheist, you know, take on a biblical story, essentially Adam and Eve, and you know, the creation story, I guess, is what Mother really is, right?
Yeah. In some ways, I think so. I mean, because
Javier Bardem is God.
Yes. Yeah, and then
Mother is Mother Earth, right? That's
I think that's kind of like the main gist of it. I mean, clearly he even though he is atheist, he's interested in biblical stories, which is interesting. I mean, that's almost the same for me. It's like,
I mean, I'm an atheist and I'm interested in biblical stories.
And so I like that kind of someone who's not, I guess, for lack of a better word, attached to the material, kind of can create a different take on it. Yeah. You know?
Kind of like Evan Almighty. No,
great film. One of my favorite films of the decade, but
underrated film.
Let's review that next week. So
it's the greatest film of all time.
Yeah. So Aronofsky is just. I'm interested to see what he's going to do next.
He's a loose cannon.
Yeah.
He makes very beautiful films.
Yeah.
That make you feel not beautiful.
Right.
And dirty and like the world is crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's, I just.
It's refreshing.
And I really am into like dark, sad things, and it's
Great.
even much for me.
Yeah.
Favorite filmmaker. No, I agree with you though. When people say look at it almost like a comedy, the same thing could be said for Charlie Booker's Black Mirror series.
Sure.
He writes them as comedies, which if you really sit down and think about, I could see that. But when you really see it on the surface, it's like, that is not a comedy.
It's
That's
scary.
crushing.
Yeah,
that's so crushing.
terrifying.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because there are, at least in Mother, there are things like something ridiculous like the two people jumping on the counter and it just obliterate the counter and water gushing out. But then there's horrifying things like the baby and stuff like that. And so which comedy and horror balance each other out very well. So
I love how normal that movie starts off too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I think every film he does, it starts off relatively normal.
Yeah.
And then it just turns around. And it's like, ha, psych.
Yeah. And I think Mother most of all, just because it does get so crazy. And it's really slowly builds that suspense and mystery so well. Like each scene just kind of goes up and up and up and up.
Yeah.
And then, and also in this, same thing. It's because there's all the ideas of jealousy and control and perfection and things like that, which I think are pretty present through most of his movies. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I need to watch it now. I feel like I really.
It's
he'll have to show me the part when it's the fingernail part. I'll
skip
close
through
my
that.
eyes.
Skip through that. Yeah.
No, we're gonna skip it.
He likes to watch me be uncomfortable.
Yeah. Sounds like Sky.
You gotta watch the whole film. You can't. No skipping.
Yeah.
No skipping allowed.
I can't promise I won't close my eyes.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. I've got some. What was it? What was it that Nathan Jerstad would call them? C-47s.
You'll have to bird box me where you keep my eyes open.
Yeah, those little clippers, whatever they are. Yeah.
Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I really love Black Swan though. Even the costume design and makeup design.
Oh, it's incredible.
It's just incredible.
Yeah.
It really does feel like you're watching a ballet.
Yeah.
A really weird ballet.
Messed up ballet. Yeah.
I guess kind of like what Suspiria is a little bit.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, no. Natalie Portman's best performance to date. Maybe aside from Queen Amidala or whatever, right?
Oh God.
Oh yeah. Well, I did. Have you all seen Jackie?
No, I haven't.
No, it's pretty incredible. Yeah, about Jackie Kennedy.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, very good. It would either be that or Black Swan. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to think of other movies that.
Well, V for Vendetta.
Yeah, I love V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
that was such a different. I think that's when she started to branch out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She shaved her head and then went on the Lonely Island, which was kind of cool.
Yeah. And then she was in Annihilation.
I loved Annihilation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we talked about that last time.
Yeah.
A little bit.
No Strings Attached with Ashton Kutcher. Great film.
Never watched it.
I'm joking. It's not good.
She was in that 90s movie too, the assassin movie.
Oh, Leon the Professional.
Yeah, Leon the Professional.
Mm-hmm.
She was in that movie that I love that people hate, Closer.
No, I loved Closer.
I haven't seen
love
Closer.
So it's
Jude Law
and who's the guy?
Clive Owen,
and then Julia Roberts. And it's about these relationships and how they kind of intertwine.
It's a messed up movie.
It is very messed up. It's very sad and depressing, but it's fantastic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I'll check it out.
You should check it out.
Yeah.
You think you'd really dig it. Okay. Jude Law is so creepy in that movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a writer, but if I'm not mistaken, it's been a couple of years. He is a writer, right?
I believe so.
Or is he just writing for passion?
Isn't he getting his picture taken for his book jacket? Because that's why he meets Julia Roberts, because she does his photograph or something like that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in forever, but I love it.
I remember him being on, he and Clive Owen know each other because Jude Law was pretending to be interested in him sexually, but he's pretending also to be a female. So he's sitting there in bed and he's just writing, and he's writing these graphic things, and he's just laughing and smiling while he writes them.
Yeah, I'll have to check this out.
It's really
and
funny.
Natalie Portman her role in it is a little. It's
different.
shocking. It's shocking for such a wholesome person.
Right.
So
It seems wholesome.
Seems wholesome, but yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
Because according to the Natalie Portman rap, she is not wholesome.
Yeah, I think it's when we really started to put two and two together. We're
Wow.
like, oh, you dirty girl.
Oh, and I did love her in Vox Lux last year, where she plays the pop star, she's
we
amazing.
saw that
in
at Redbox
Yeah.
when we were looking at things, and I didn't, because Jude Law's in that too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I was like, I hadn't heard of this. I
It
don't
was
remember them promoting
really
it.
came and went, so yeah, I mean, it's pretty under the radar.
We'll have to check that out too, because it is in Redbox right now.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jude Law, have you seen Captain Marvel yet?
I'll be talking about that a little bit
cool.
later. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did check that out. So
Good. Cool.
yeah.
The Swan of Black.
yeah, and, yeah. Anything else about Black Swan or
No, but
Aronofsky?
I'll be watching it
Yeah,
soon.
give it a poke.
So one of these special features on here says 10 years in the making. Did it take him 10 years to make this film?
I don't know. I haven't watched it.
He says Natalie Portman and Darren Aronofsky discussed their creative journey from preparing for the role to dancing with the camera. So maybe it took a long time to get everything prepared for it.
Well, did she do her own like dancing? Did she have to like train?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I would think. Yeah, I mean, I would think
Yeah.
so. She did a lot of training for
Yeah,
it.
because I don't think there was really any use of body doubles for
No,
that.
no.
It was kind of wide shots and very close
Yeah,
up too.
she,
which
I
were
mean,
doing
yeah,
it.
she goes for it. So
And you know him; he doesn't really do a lot of takes, or,
Oh, does
or
he not?
cuts. He doesn't really cut a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah,
with his films.
yeah.
So maybe that's where it came in.
Yeah,
Maybe.
And I've never seen a ballet, so this will be like my introduction to a really messed up weird ballet.
Yeah, yeah. And I've never seen a ballet live, and so I guess when I see Swan Lake, it'll be.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'll have to see if I can find a Natalie Portman in there.
yeah. I used to instruct ballet.
Huh? I can see
Really?
Yeah,
that.
When was this?
Never did. Never did.
I was about to say
Couldn't
Sky.
keep it going. You didn't know where I was going with that.
Cool. Well, out of 5 stars, Sky, it's a 5. Heavy 5 for me.
Yeah, it's a 5. It's
Yeah.
a 5er for me. It really shows.
Yeah, definitely holds up.
What about you?
We'll see.
Yeah. Get back to us.
Yeah,
You know.
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
No, it's a great film. Both of these films are really good films. I'm really happy to be on this episode doing, these 2 films because they're some of my favorites.
Yeah.
And even Stephen King recommended The Babadook. I'm seeing
I
here.
do remember. Yeah. seeing
Deeply
that.
disturbing and highly recommended. So
Yeah.
I recommend both of
Yeah, I
these.
just don't
films.
remember a lot of press about it at all, other
No,
than
it's-
hearing that it was terrifying. Which
Yeah, it
not
didn't really get much commercial success.
Yeah.
But,
Which critically it did so well.
Yeah.
Both films too. I think people really talked about Black Swan, but it wasn't, nowhere near what I think films would be talked about today. Like if that movie was released today, it would be everywhere.
totally.
But I guess released in 2010, it just hadn't really taken over as much.
Yeah.
It's almost 10 years old. I think that's
We're
what's
getting
so
old.
Did we talk about this last time? But it's so interesting to me that you can look at a movie that happened 10 years ago today, and you can't really tell a style of difference, right? You can't
Yeah.
really tell a difference in it. But if you look at a movie that came out in 2000 versus 1990, it's night and day.
Yeah.
You can easily tell the difference in styles of filmmaking.
Yeah.
You can't do that anymore. Like when a movie was released in 2001, I can't tell you that it was released in 2001. And that's almost 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, especially the late 80s, early 90s really had a very distinctive style as opposed to what.
And then from 90 to 80, you can tell a style difference.
Oh, for sure.
From 80 to 70, you could tell a difference. And I
Yeah.
guess it's because we entered digital.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
I
it just has the same look now.
Yeah. And I think just the outbreak of the internet and so many voices being put into the game and just the kind of culmination of styles coming together and all that. So, yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
That's why when I think about it, I'm like, oh, I love Talladega Nights. It came out 5 years ago. And I'm like, wait, no, that came out 15 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
But
What a film.
what a film. I love Talladega Nights. One of my favorite comedies. Love it.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I guess we can move on. Some good reviews. I guess this week we can touch on if y'all have checked it out, the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood
Yeah,
trailer.
we watched the trailer.
The new Quentin Tarantino.
Seen it twice.
Hugely anticipated movie coming out in July, I think.
What a year for films.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah, we were just talking about that this morning about
April.
everything that's coming out so soon.
What's coming out in April?
So we have Pet Sematary,
Oh yeah.
Hellboy the next weekend.
See, I gotta say, the new Hellboy I'm not digging.
You're not
it.
on board.
I'm not digging it.
Do you think you'll see it though?
I'll see
Yeah.
it, but
I'm looking forward to seeing Harbor's performance, but I really hope that it's almost like they're manipulating the audience and the people go see it, and it's actually Ron Perlman without the Hellboy makeup on.
Oh no!
I think that would just be great.
Yeah. But yeah, see, I mean, not him really in particular, but just both trailers have just not been doing it for me.
For me, I'm so on board.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Well, maybe we'll have to review it,
Yeah.
We'll hash it out on the show.
I'm sure it's going to be awful, but I'm very excited to see it.
But what else is coming out?
And then I think, isn't Endgame coming out next month?
Oh yeah, I guess at the end
of April.
End of April.
So, I mean, every weekend I think I'll probably be in theaters to see something.
Yeah. And then in May, there's Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I hated the first one.
I really loved the...
I hated it because of the marketing. They were like, oh, yeah, check out Bryan Cranston, his first role since Breaking Bad. You love Breaking Bad? You're going to love Godzilla. Oh, he's dead in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't remember anything from the marketing, so I can't attest to that.
He was in every trailer, like 90% of the trailer.
Really?
Yeah, 10% was Godzilla, which is essentially the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but no, the new one is just, oh God.
Yeah.
It's just like all the footage, like every scene is just cloaked in like shadow and fog and dirt and like just digital muck.
Yeah.
It just,
Well, that's perfect for CGI heavy films.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, but just like it's almost so obvious that they're just drowning it in that style. It's just not.
I think that's why Pacific Rim Uprising. I didn't see it, but I think that's why that failed. And I know you liked Alien Covenant, but when you show something in daylight when it's not shrouded in fog and grit and all that, it just looks terrible.
Yeah. So
So I think that has going for it. But I also think that Millie Bobby Brown, is that her name?
Yeah.
11?
Oh, yeah.
From Stranger Things. It looks like a Stranger Things film now.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah.
And I almost feel that works against the film itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I saw the trailer, we were watching some movie, and I was like, oh, that looks a mess.
It just looks like a mess, really.
I'm excited, though.
I'll see it.
I think we should we should review it and or go see it like Mystery Science Theater 3000 style, where you just mock it for all its glory.
Yeah, I mean that's probably won't be that hard of a thing to do.
So I'm gonna get absolutely tanked and go see this film.
Do a live commentary maybe in the theater, annoy the hell out of everybody
the whole time.
Yeah. You can't video this film. I'm not videoing the film. I'm videoing myself.
We're making it better.
Yeah,
being very drunk.
Yeah,
but I'm excited for Pet Sematary though. Yeah, that comes out in like a week or two.
I think so. Yeah, but I mean, I was like when the first trailer came, I was like, man, this actually looks really good.
Yeah, So I love that people just keep doing Stephen King books.
Like, I mean, it's kind of that's just the thing to do now.
Yeah, with the success of it.
So many remakes. So many.
Because we have the Dr. Sleep one, right?
Yeah.
I know they're doing another TV show of what's the huge
The Stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
When I have been meaning to read The Stand. I think I've read like 100 pages, and then I spent a year off from it, and then I went back and reread the 100 pages. That's as far as I've ever gotten.
Yeah, it's a long one. So.
It's like 1,500 pages.
Yeah, but you've read it, right?
I have read it. Yeah, disturbing book.
Yeah, and we got the new one coming out in maybe August or September.
Andy Muschietti's sequel.
Yeah,
I hope it's better than the first.
Do you not like the first one?
I no.
She didn't like the CGI.
It was too much CGI, so it took me out of the film, and so it was very distracting to me because the essence of the first one, which was a mini series, was that this creature, Tim Curry's character of it was so terrifying. He didn't need as much, effect on him. He was just a creepy person with the way he would look at you, and he would just like hover near you, and just his presence was scary. And then when they made the new one, I felt like it was trying to do that, but with effects that just looked not real. Mm-hmm. And so it kind of made, well, not kind of, but it made me very angry.
That's fair.
Yeah.
She loves the scene though.
My favorite scene.
Yeah, go ahead to tell her.
With where it's standing on the side of the road with the child's hand and he's just waving.
Oh, that's
the best part of the whole film.
That's a good one. That's
and
a good one.
The only time I jumped in the whole movie was the bathroom scene where the girl's in the bathroom and everything's like covered in blood and then she turns.
She has the hair.
Yeah,
that's
the
great.
only time I jumped. But my favorite scene is with the hand. And there's a GIF now with it. I'm just like, I love it.
Oh Lord,
that's how she says hello to me on Facebook.
Just,
yeah,
little dead child hand just waving.
No, did you see? I just recently saw it. It's the alternate opening for the film.
I have not. No,
you should check it out.
Okay.
It's on one of the special features. It's really funny.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just purely for gag, and so it's Georgie, in his boat. It's going down towards the drain, and Pennywise picks it up. And he's like, "Hey, you want your boat?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, take it." And he's just like holding it up, and Georgie just takes it. And he's like, "Thanks, bye."
That's it. He's confused. He's like, "Huh?"
And then you just hear Pennywise go, fuck. It's so funny.
Okay, I'll check that out.
And I feel like the film needed more of that humor in it too, because the original
gazebos.
It had. I liked the comedy in that. I did give it. It did have a lot of that, but I feel like the character of it did not have as much humor as the original. Like the scene in the library of the original one where he's like telling these really corny, like cheesy, what people would call now dad jokes.
Yeah,
it's hysterical to me, and it's just like so out of nowhere. But my heart is really towards that original one. So
yeah, that's fair.
I was a little biased going in watching the new one, and I was let down. I went with a big group of people, and everybody there was like terrified and cowering, and I'm sitting in the corner like, oh my God.
Give me a break here.
Yeah, when is this over? I was so angry. But I mean, I need to go back and watch it and not compare it to the original to maybe appreciate some of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one thing about that movie that I always go back to is like, it is, in terms of the characters and the humor, it is just such a watchable movie.
Yeah.
And so, which is rare with a kind of a...
Well, you had that kid from Stranger Things,
Yeah.
too. Like, he's so funny.
Yeah. And so it is like, as opposed to a lot of other films like it, is just so watchable and entertaining.
Well, it's a coming-of-age horror film, essentially.
Yeah.
Like these kids just playing in camp and stuff. But the second one, I'm so on board for it because it has Bill Hader in it.
Yeah, the
and
cast
I love Bill Hader.
Great.
Yeah. It's going to be good.
Barry Season 2 is coming.
Yeah, did you see Barry?
I have not seen Barry.
It's
okay, you need
really
to do that.
good.
I will.
Yeah.
Binge it. It's so
Okay.
good. But yeah, no, I'm very excited for the sequel.
Yeah.
For the It sequel.
Yes.
We'll have to go see it.
It.
So the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood trailer.
Yeah.
So are y'all, I mean, Sky, I know you are, but Jessica, are you a Quentin Tarantino fan?
I am. I haven't seen all of his stuff either because it's,
a
once
lot.
again, it's a lot to take. But I do appreciate a lot of his movies and the art form, and just because it's something fresh when he brings you something new. It's just, it feels fresh and it's stylistic, and he thinks everything through, and I like that. So I definitely will be going to see it, especially since it has to do with,
Charles Manson.
because I'm all into like serial killer stuff and like
great.
murder stuff,
Wonderful.
true crime stuff. So I'm interested in that, and I'm interested to see if I will like a performance by Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt, because I'm usually not a fan.
Really?
Yeah.
I know.
Controversy.
Isn't she crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like I like some stuff, but a lot of times I just feel like a lot of Hollywood stars are overrated.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong in some ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see them together in this context, but the trailer has already sold me. So
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I love both. And, for me, it was Brad Pitt in Fight Club
yeah.
and Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
See, my favorite, it's just one of my favorite films is,
Interview with the Vampire.
no, the assassination of Jesse James.
Oh, with Casey Affleck.
Yeah, like Brad Pitt is incredible in that. And so is Casey Affleck, but that one, and then also Inglourious Bastards as well, for sure.
But no, with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's insane to me how much Margot Robbie actually looks like Sharon Tate.
Yeah.
And the guy who's playing Charles Manson, he was in Justified.
Oh, Timothy Oliphant.
Nope.
Oh no.
He played one of the Crowder brothers. Dewey Crow. He played Dewey Crow in Justified, and it's nice to see him again.
Oh yeah.
And the movie just looks fantastic. And they always have like these alternate history moments, right? Historical moments. In Inglourious Bastards, you had the bastards kill Hitler in a theater. And in this one, I really want Bruce Lee to kill Charles Manson.
I don't know if it's going to go that far, but
I really want it to just go off the rails.
yeah, we'll see. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Tarantino, so
I hope so. You know, he's my favorite writer.
Is he?
Yeah, he is my favorite screenplay writer, screenwriter.
Well, with that said, what's your favorite of his?
Inglourious Bastards. It used to be Pulp Fiction, but I think over the years it's really been Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, it's Inglourious Bastards for me too.
It's just so good.
Yeah,
it's a perfect film. You know, you need to see it.
I know. I need to.
You
I need to
see
catch
it.
up.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Did y'all see? I'm sure you did, Sky. But did you see The Hateful Eight?
I did not see that.
I saw it in 70mm.
As did I. Were you? I know because that one was a bit of a little more divisive than some of his other films. Were you?
It makes me want him to do a horror film, especially that
Sure.
third act.
Yeah.
You know, with Jennifer Jason Leigh. You know, it became almost like an Exorcist kind of moment with her. But no, I loved it. I think, you know, it was very reminiscent to Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
You
Definitely.
know, because it's a talker. And I did want more Kurt Russell, but the way that Kurt Russell goes out is still so funny to me.
Yeah.
Because what I love about Tarantino is that characters that you love or actors that you love, they're not safe. Mm-hmm. They're not safe in his films. Odds are, if you like that character, if you like that actor, they're going to be dead very quickly.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how this worked, you know. And it had Walton Goggins in it, too, and I love me some Walton Goggins.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Sure.
so good. Where is he at? I want more of him.
I don't know.
He was in Ant-Man.
He was in Tomb Raider as well.
Yeah. I love Tomb Raider, actually. I
Did
hate
you?
nobody saw it.
I liked it. I mean, I thought it was better than what people said.
Yeah.
Especially for a video game. Did you see Assassin's Creed?
I did.
What'd you think?
Michael Fassbender's a good actor. He couldn't save that movie, but it was.
Okay.
I love the past stuff, you know, where he's
it's
actually an
incredible.
assassin.
Yeah.
Great stuff. And then they went to the modern day, and I was
it
like,
kills it.
"What are you doing?"
I agree completely.
You know, and if they would have just stuck to that formula of everything being in the past, it would have been a far better film.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
Yeah.
I forgot about it until you just said something about it. But no, I
welcome.
saw it in theaters. I blacked it out.
Yeah, I went with my mother and my brother on opening night.
Oh man.
So, I mean, I'll say, I mean, I like it. It is very flawed. And
Yeah.
I agree with everything you just said.
Yeah.
But I mean, the historical stuff is incredible.
It's incredible.
Yeah. So
It was also done by the same guy who did Macbeth, right?
I love Macbeth.
Yeah, great.
I love Macbeth. Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
No, I think, gosh, what's the next Michael Fassbender movie? He has Dark Phoenix coming out, which is being panned already.
It's just, I'm not.
Like,
I don't
top
know.
executives are even, like, not wanting it to be released.
Yeah. I mean, and then also it's the same thing with that New Mutants. one.
Yeah.
That one's, I think people are saying it's going to be released on that Disney channel.
Is it even being released? The last I read,
it's going to be released at some point, but I don't think it's going to get a theatrical release, which is because it looked interesting to me. I thought it's a X-Men horror film.
Yeah.
So
Was that the one that we saw the trailers for?
Yeah, they were teasing it for like 2 years ago.
Wow.
And then it's been shelved for so
Dang,
long.
that's
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like a Flatliners.
Oh God.
No, I think that's the best thing for X-Men is the Fox and Disney merger. You know, I mean, you can say what you want about Marvel films, but they make box office hits. And
For sure.
Unfortunately, with 20th Century Fox owning X-Men, there has been a lot more misses than hits with the X-Men universe. I still haven't forgiven them for X-Men 3, The Last Stand.
Oh yeah. It's not, and it's directed by
Singer.
Brett
Ratner?
Brett Ratner, which God, man, the X-Men directors are messed up.
They're messed up.
But that's unfortunate. Well, Jessica, are you much of a comic book fan or no?
I haven't seen a lot of comic book films. I haven't seen any of the X-Men films. Only seen like a few comic book movies through you, and then I had seen some like in the past, like when they first came out, and I just kind of like lost interest because I felt like for a while they were just churning out so many.
Yeah.
It was hard to keep up with, and
She did watch Captain Marvel with me.
yeah,
though.
I did go see that. I enjoyed it. I liked a lot of the nostalgia feel of it, and I thought that was cool. But I haven't seen too much, so
We should watch Logan together.
Logan is so good.
Yeah, he's been telling me about that.
Have you seen the black and white version?
No,
Oh,
but I'm
good.
sure it's terrific.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I still want to see the chrome version of Mad Max.
It's good. I like the colored version more, but the black and chrome is very
It
good.
just seems like it would be better colored.
Yeah.
But I still want to see it.
Yeah. Although one cool thing that I've said on the show before is the night stuff that's blue, kind of darkish blue. In that version, it's like a grayish purple, so it looks cool at the night shots. But yeah, so.
Are we ever going to get another one? Is George Miller just going to
George got to get on it. Warner Brothers got to get, please.
What if he's working on like Babe 2? What if that's what he's doing?
I'll go see it. But
that pig is still alive.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of kind of comic book movies, have you all seen the trailer for that Superman-esque like horror film?
Yeah, with James Gunn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like the kid he's like if Superman
It's an
was
evil
bad.
Superman.
Oh, yeah.
So that looks interesting.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
And I honestly, so we haven't talked about this because I think it just broke this last week, is James Gunn getting back on Guardians 3.
Yeah, and he's also doing the Suicide Squad.
And he's also doing Suicide Squad too.
So-
What's coming out first?
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
He's actually revamping it, right?
He is, yeah. Although Margot Robbie's apparently still in it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little messy in terms of
But Jared
chronology.
Leto, I think he's being replaced. And I think...
Yeah. Well, I mean, because I think he's going to be in one of some sequel. I don't know which
Yeah.
one, but...
We're going to have two Jokers at like the same time, essentially, because Joaquin Phoenix
Yeah.
and Jared Leto.
Yeah. And then maybe a new one for the James Gunn.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I wish that they would just retire certain characters in the DC universe, for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to see another Batman. I don't have to see another Joker for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's that overkill.
There are
Yeah.
other
I think
characters.
Totally.
that's why I get turned off towards things. It's like
Yeah.
when it's shoved in my face so much, it makes me not want to go anywhere near it.
Yeah.
It's just too much, too soon, too fast. It's, they're killing it.
Yeah.
It's just like, with X-Men, like, I don't need to see another Wolverine. I don't need to see another...
Yeah, after Logan, I don't need to see one. That's
don't-
a great way to end it,
for at least 10 to 20 years. Just don't do it again. Don't do it. And same thing with like Iron Man, or Captain America. We just don't need to see those characters. If this is the end, an end game for those characters,
Great.
don't need to see them again for
Please.
10 years.
Please.
And that's any other actor replacing them. I don't need to see them.
Yeah.
Just let them rest for a little while.
Let them go.
Yeah. You have other characters. You have a plethora of other characters that you can use.
Yeah.
But
Cool. Well, the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood trailer looks good.
I love that we
looks
keep...
good. Looks good.
We go somewhere so far away from where we
We
originally
need someone here to just wrangle us back in.
So,
But yeah, it looks great. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
It does look good. And
I wonder how much we're going to get in it. Like how much of the Charles Manson story are we going to get?
I hope a lot because that's what I'm banking on, and that's what I'm excited for because that's the kind of stuff that I'm drawn to. I'm fascinated by real life crazy people who do crazy things, and so I think, and especially now, that's become a very popular thing.
Yeah.
and people are really latching on to that. So I feel like if they're smart, they'll focus on that a lot.
I'm
'Cause,
almost
that's
thinking
an
it's gonna be a
ongoing
backstory.
thing that people are always going to be fascinated with.
I'm
Yeah.
almost thinking it's going to be a backstory, though.
maybe.
You know?
And his backstory, I mean, you told me, I didn't know a lot of the stuff about Charles Manson until you told me, but his
I'm a
backstory
psychopath.
is like fascinating. Like I only knew the part of the murders. I didn't know about his singing career and
Yeah, I'm not an expert on him, so it might
it
be-
is
Yeah.
fascinating.
He so I don't know if you know, but like, and if people are listening and they're like, you're wrong, just call me out on it. It's fine. But yeah, he was like, talking to the Beach Boys. He was like hanging out with one of the members of the Beach
Yeah.
Boys, and they were like, he was writing songs and he was doing all of this, and they were like, okay, Charles, yeah, you're going to be on this record with us, and he's like, great. And then they ended up stealing some of his songs, and he heard his song on the radio, and he was like, hey, what's going on? This is my song. I wrote this song. And they pretended like they didn't even know him. So
What song?
I don't remember the song. He actually has
But
music
he has
on YouTube.
music, and you can hear it, and it's so weird to hear.
He's not bad. That's
Charles
what's crazy
Manson
about it.
singing these like sweet love songs,
Wow.
and then knowing who he became.
Yeah.
Trent Reznor has actually like went on record with saying, yeah, he actually has good music.
Yeah, I think,
know?
what was it that they recorded like in
Yeah, they recorded in
Manson-
Sharon Tate's house.
Sharon Tate's house, yeah. That was it was like
Trent
him
Reznor
and
and his band, Nine Inch
and it
Nails.
was also with Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Jeez.
Yeah, they were
No,
like
he-
very into that kind of thing, and it's dark.
It's crazy to think that he actually was like a decent lyricist, and he actually was going to be, somebody in the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
And then when that happened, he flipped a switch and went crazy. You know,
just a little.
He went a little crazy.
Just a tad.
Yeah. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I'll have to read about that.
Yeah, you should. It's fascinating.
Yeah, so we'll see where the movie kind of explores his life, what point of his life
Yeah.
it focuses on, because his whole life is just, it doesn't seem like the same person's life. It's just completely different.
Did I tell you when I went out to California, I actually, so he actually has this Swan Ranch is like where he would go with his followers and they would like hang out and congregate there. I actually sought it out when I was there in California and hiked through the woods to find this place, found it, and there's this rock where they have this infamous picture with all of his followers. I found the rock, took a picture of myself at the rock.
Sick.
I'm a sick person. And so, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I go through phases where true crime really fascinates me. And then like a certain point, I'm like, I don't want to talk about true crime anymore because I'm freaked out.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by it because, just the psychology aspect of what makes people do these things.
Yeah.
It's one thing to see it or hear about it in movies, but to know that this is real life for some people, that they can get to that point where they can do these things to other people. It's just,
right.
It's unfathomable. It's crazy.
Well, Scott, we were kind of talking a little bit about that last week with the strangers, that kind of mentality, So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is kind of like darkly fascinating for a lot of people. So.
It'll always be fascinating, and I think people can't get enough of it, and especially right now.
That's why the Ted Bundy files are like blowing up on Netflix right now. I love the memes where it's like, single or not single, but like white females, and it'll be like new crime murder case, and they're like, huh? Their ears perk up. It's just like, you know what? That applies to everybody.
Yeah,
everybody loves a good crime.
Yeah.
God, we still need to finish up the Slender Man documentary.
Yeah, we were watching.
I haven't watched that.
Yeah,
it's on HBO, I think.
I had heard about it referenced in the news, but I didn't know the details of it, and it's crazy. Like these children and how much they planned out this murder. And there's one girl in the case, and she's just like
straight up sociopath.
She's so disconnected from the whole act of murder, and the way she describes it in the the video that they have of her.
She's like 12 years old.
Yeah, she's being detained, and they're asking her these questions, and just the way she's just like talking about it. She's like, I was stabbing her, and it's just like stabbing air. Stabbed her like a lot. It's like nothing.
It's an uplifting documentary.
Yeah, it's very warm and fuzzy feelings.
Wow.
And stuff, yeah.
Well, did y'all see the Slender Man drama?
No,
that looked like a garbage fire.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So
yeah, that's why I stayed away from it. I heard bad things.
Yeah.
I went on Creepypasta and actually started reading a little bit of it because it was all just like fan-made stories. And it doesn't interest me, but I could see how a child would like look at this thing and be like, oh my God.
Yeah, well, it's almost like the Momo challenge thing that was huge.
Apparently that was all false though.
Really?
Yeah, I was looking at this this news article, and they were like, we do a verify segment at the station that we work at, and apparently it never really took off as much as people thought it was. It was all like people sharing it and being like, oh yeah, people are actually doing this.
It's crazy, yeah.
And nobody was actually doing it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's still weird.
It's still
Even
weird.
if one person did it, it's
How
still
was
weird.
artwork too.
Yeah.
It's not like this Japanese artwork.
Yeah.
But yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood looks great.
Great movie. Can't wait.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I think that one comes out in July. So, and I think it's going to be premiering at Cannes.
I'm sure it is.
So.
I'm sure he'll get the Oscar. You know, I haven't even seen it, but I'm sure that it will win something.
Yeah.
He always does.
Yeah. What a guy. What a guy, Tarantino.
He keeps saying he's going to retire, and he keeps making another film, and I really don't want him to retire.
Well, I mean, he says he's doing 10 films. This is his 9th.
Okay. Didn't he stop at 8? Didn't he say he was going to stop at 8 before?
I don't know. Maybe. But I think he's, at least now, it's 10. And he's on 9 now.
I want his last film to be a horror film. I know he's teased it. He wants to
do it.
it.
It would be cool.
I want him to redo The Exorcist.
Oh, man.
That would be a
quite
interesting take on it.
Yeah.
Like I hate remakes, and I think that, certain movies should just be left alone, and you can argue for The Exorcist, but if he wants to do The Exorcist, let him do it.
Yeah.
Let him do it.
Well, I would
It'd be
like to
great.
see how his work would translate, to a scary film. I would like to see his vision for that.
Yeah.
If you see the last half of the third act of Hateful Eight, it really does turn
Does it
into
read that
almost
way?
like a horror film.
Yeah.
Because Jennifer Jason Leigh, she's like covered in blood and she's like maniacal.
Yeah, because what I like about him is that he is willing to take it as far as possible.
Yeah.
And he doesn't back down and he doesn't apologize for it. And I like that. That's ballsy. And
Yeah.
I think it's great. And it works for him,
And I would argue too that a lot of From Dusk Till Dawn
Oh, I love
was
that
influenced by Quentin Tarantino. I think he definitely did the first half of the film.
Yeah.
I don't know much about like the filmmaking of it, but I'm pretty sure he did like the first hour, and then Robert Rodriguez was like, "I'm gonna do the last
I
hour."
loved that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like what I want out of
a vampire movie.
You just go all in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's just
definitely went all in.
kooky and bloody and weird and
Cheech Marin
everything.
plays like 5 characters in that movie.
And I mean, and so he wrote the screenplays for True Romance.
Yeah.
Right. And then he
didn't like, get credit for it either. I don't think. Right? Like
don't
he had
know.
to fight for it.
I know he said one of his proudest writing is in that movie. It's some scene in that. I can't remember which scene, but then he wrote or co-wrote Natural Born Killers, I think, as well.
Yeah.
So
Oliver Stone. I'm not that big of a fan.
He's got to get back into his Natural Born Killers territory.
Yeah.
No more Snowdens.
No more.
No more W's. So
I did like W though.
Did you?
I did.
Okay.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
He was crazy. It really showed George Bush to be crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
But I love Josh Brolin too.
Yeah. Have you seen Savages?
I did. I love Savages.
As do I. Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. It's one of those I keep forgetting about though.
Yeah.
But when it came out on, I saw it in theaters, and then when it was released on Blu-ray and DVD, I bought it immediately, and I honestly think it's just been sitting on my shelf. Mm-hmm. But I loved it.
Yeah.
Great movie. I love how the ending is a middle finger to the audience.
Yeah. And I read the novel, or I listened to the audiobook of it, and it's very good.
Nice.
It's very over the top and funny.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's good.
Have you considered doing audiobooks?
I haven't.
Apparently, there's like a big market for it.
I don't know how how one gets into the narrating of audiobooks.
I don't know. I was going to start off small and do like Dr. Seuss.
Okay.
Like 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish.
Let me know how that goes.
I will.
If there's a market there, I'm in. So who knows, Sky?
Want to be like 5-minute books.
Yeah, Sky, in 10 years, it's going to be huge.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So, okay, well, cool. I guess we can move on into some listener questions. So the filmbudspodcast@gmail.com is the address that you can reach us. Also on Twitter @filmbuds and on Facebook and on Instagram. So we're everywhere. So please, if you're a new listener or if you've been listening for a while, please send us any questions, comments, criticisms, whatever, So the first one we got is, I was telling Sky beforehand, we did get one that included both him and Jacob, but we'll save the one for Jacob next time he's on. So this one is from Samantha in Portland, Maine. So
cool.
She says, "Hi, film buddies. Great show last week. Would love to have those guys on more often." There you go. Just in case, here are some questions that they may be able to answer the next time they're on. Sky, since you seem to be a pretty big John Carpenter fan, what would you say are the first films of his to watch if I haven't seen any? Ooh. He's a blind spot in my watch list, and I figured I would ask your advice. Also, what's the main reason you are so fond of his works? Thanks to everybody for keeping the show up and going.
That's a good question.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll answer the one with Jacob the next time he's on. So
yeah,
we'll put it in the bank.
Okay.
But Sky.
For me, John Carpenter, you should probably start knowing that you're watching some films that are a little dated. Mm-hmm. If you've been conditioned to watching these new horrors, you really got to take a step back and really appreciate filmmaking from the 1980s, even late 70s. Mm-hmm. So giving that, I wouldn't start off with Assault on Precinct 14 or whatever.
13?
13, that's it. And I would probably start with Halloween 1.
Great film.
And then I would jump into The Thing and just be aware with The Thing that what you're getting into it's a lot different. It's much more different than Halloween.
Listen to our review of it.
Yeah,
last
listen
week,
to our review, which you did.
Yeah.
And and then I would probably go to The Fog, because I really enjoyed The Fog.
I love The Fog.
I really love The Fog. It's creepy.
Pre-Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, it's very pretty too. It's a very pretty film.
Yeah.
I love how he did the pirates. That's right. You heard me say pirates. There's pirates.
Love pirates.
And I really love Escape from New York. A lot of people don't really appreciate it as much as I do.
I like it.
I like it a lot. I love Kurt Russell. So if you're a Kurt Russell fan, Snake Plissken is a great character.
And you can see how many films have been inspired by that style and that concept. So.
Yeah, it's definitely inspired a lot of films today. And then, you could experiment further with what he wants, with what he did. His films kind of, for me, I think they do drop off in quality a little bit. I love John Carpenter, but like I hold him to a standard. And, his films definitely do take a hit after that one. In the Mouth of Madness is weird. You could probably skip that if it's too weird for you. I love Vampires. Vampires is a great 90s film with James Woods. And it's fun. It's campy. It's fun. Do not take it seriously, and you'll have a great time. Probably have some drinks if you're able to drink. And if you're not, don't consume alcohol. It's bad for you.
Yeah. Drinking is bad.
Drinking is bad unless you're over 21. I think what for me is he pioneered the horror industry, at least for me. Tobe Hooper came out and he did Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and of course we had George A. Romero with zombies. We had Alfred Hitchcock with Psycho. But for me, John Carpenter, he really established the horror industry, horror filmmaking. And I think that if you really study film and you look at those films, especially those, you can definitely see how he has inspired so many filmmakers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did kind of help to popularize the kind of genre movie in a way, so.
Yeah, he did.
Definitely had an effect.
And he does it with a small budget. He has familiar actors in all of his films. If you've seen one of his films, you'll probably see them in other films that he's done.
Which is another trend almost.
It's a trend,
so.
yeah. You see Judd Apatow doing that with his troupe. Quentin Tarantino does it with his films.
Yeah.
And his music.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can tell that when he makes a film, he is all on board with that film, whether it's good or bad. And for me, that's something that's very good. I compare him with Wes Craven. Because they came out around the same time.
Very similar.
They have very similar styles. I don't know if they were friends or if they were like combatants, but I really feel like they were like the Fox and Disney at the time.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
They were like, I'm going to make this movie, I'm going to make this movie.
I think a lot of their stuff gets kind of like confused.
They do.
Between the two, yeah.
Like, people will be like, oh, that Wes Craven film, The Thing. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Or John Carpenter's Nightmare on Elm Street. And I'm like, nope.
Yeah, it's easy.
Nope.
Easy to do that.
Right.
And for me, John Carpenter, he had some good visions, and he took them and he made some great works. So if you're really starting to get into John Carpenter, I would suggest going that way and looking at it in a historical way.
Yeah. Well, Jessica, are you much of a fan of his or any of his films, or it's like Halloween or The Thing?
And I went back and I watched Halloween again after we watched the new one, and it's like completely different.
It is,
than the new one. Like it's so, like the new one is just like bam, bam, bam. A lot of stuff's happening, and then you watch the old one, and it's like you said earlier about the other film we were talking about. It's a slow build, and you've got that, that just that uneasiness throughout the film, but not a whole lot is being thrown at you.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you look at the other movies that are out during that time, like I went back and I rewatched the first Friday the 13th. It's the same way, and it's that kind of style where it's like just enough to where you're kind of watching it through that character's eyes, and it brings you into it where you feel like this is happening to you as well while you're watching it. And I like that style, and I like that it's very, compared to today's films, it's it's low key, but it resonates.
Yeah, totally.
Well, you also, we're going to go back to Halloween, is, he gave Nick Castle, at least, he gave Michael Myers personality, and that's something that you didn't really expect. You have like this serial killer who's going around, and I don't know if he was a serial killer. I guess you could say he was.
Yeah.
But he's going around, he's killing these people, and then he kills the boyfriend of one of the characters in the film, and he tilts his head as he's hanging up on the wall. And that is something that's so subtle, but it was something that was so unexpected for that time. And for me, when I watch a movie that takes place that long ago, I try to put myself in the audience of that time. And just to see that for the first time, and to know that, he's observing his work, or he's really thinking about it, I think that's very unsettling.
Yeah. I mean, I think that idea or that style is really interesting, just because, like, thinking of other movies like or even something like The Purge, or God, there was some other one that I was thinking of where it is like that kind of tilting of the head, where it's like, and knowing the person is kind of a sociopath or psychopath, and it is such little things, but it's clearly had films like that have had an effect.
They're restricted by, you can't see their face. They can't give facial expressions. Right. They have to do this, body language to kind of show something different. And I think that they had that going for them back then, whereas today it's like we're so conditioned to see things, you have to like spell it out.
Yeah.
And back then it was very subtle, and it's art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, if you do watch Halloween and you make a drinking game out of it, there's a great horrifying drinking game that you can make out of that movie, where you take a drink every time that you see Michael Myers standing and no one notices him. You will die of alcohol poisoning. Because people will be walking and he's just standing there like creepy.
Yeah.
And no one notices him. And that happens so many times in the movie.
I think one of my favorites is where it's at night and he's standing across the street, and I think someone's looking through like blinds or something.
Oh, is he like in the carport of the
house across the street?
Yeah.
And it's just like purely how it's not him really in particular, but just how he's shot.
Yeah.
It's so iconic. And it's great.
The lighting and the cinematography and the music.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, you can't really go a Halloween without hearing the Halloween theme song.
Yeah.
And it's the theme of like, the babysitter being stalked.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
And that's, everything has been drawn off of that. And it's, a classic theme through movies.
Yeah.
And that being said, too, you can honestly skip Halloween 2. You could probably skip Halloween 2.
What about the others?
The other ones are great. They're gems. No, I do have a soft spot for all the Halloween films. I actually like 2. But
I do too.
For me, Halloween 2, I don't really, growing up, I did enjoy the idea of them saying, hey, they're related.
Yeah.
And then with the new one that came out, they completely got rid of that idea. And at first I was kind of against it because, I was a purist. But now I really do consider it to be a flaw in the franchise.
Yeah.
What, that they don't have them be related?
Right.
Well, I think I like it better when they're not, because
right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because the theme of like it's just chaos at this point. It could be anybody is what's scary.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the issue with those franchises is the more they try and explain things, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
Just because it's more interesting to be like, wonder why he's doing that.
Exactly.
So.
I'm a big fan of like, don't show me things and don't tell me things. Let my imagination draw whatever conclusion, because if you explain it to me, it's probably not going to be as scary as what I have in my head. So,
and then you also might not be able to relate to that.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So the idea that it's just random is far more scary than, hey, it's, so-and-so's brother.
Right.
And he's pissed at her for something.
Yeah.
Like without Halloween, I really don't think that we would have had movies like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, or Scream. I really think that those movies were heavily inspired by Halloween. So it's definitely, it has a legacy.
Yeah. And if we didn't have The Fog, we wouldn't have Pirates of the Caribbean 5.
Dude,
Sky.
that's, what? Maybe we should just sacrifice The Fog at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
So, And also with John Carpenter, just go in expecting to have fun because his films, even if they're like quote unquote scary, they're just pulpy kind of fun movies.
And they sound great.
Yeah.
They're sound creepy
Sound great,
music
yeah.
and everything.
What's the name of that movie? Showdown in Little Tokyo? No, that's not it. That's a different movie. Big Trouble in Little China.
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
It's silly.
It is very silly.
Very silly.
And if you want to have fun and if you want to be completely taken aback, and just watch that movie.
Yeah.
Watch it immediately after watching all the films that I mentioned earlier. And you'll be like, what the heck is this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's unlike anything else he's ever done before, except
Yeah.
for maybe Ghost of Mars.
Yeah.
Terrible movie.
Haven't seen it.
Don't
Me
see
either.
it. Jason Statham's like first film.
Oh, great. What a
I love
brilliant
Jason
actor.
Statham.
Oh, do you?
I love Jason
Oh,
Statham.
man.
But every one of his movies, you have to be like, okay, I'm just going in to laugh and have
Yeah,
fun.
that's true.
But this movie makes no sense, which sounds like a Jason Statham film, but this movie really is
Pretty
bad.
accurate.
God, come on. Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels.
Oh, yeah.
Snatch.
Yeah.
I loved Snatch.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand half of what.
No.
What was it? Brad Pitt's character? Or
Yeah.
something? Yeah. I couldn't understand half of it, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Trying to go along for the ride.
Yeah.
I love Jason Statham, though.
We'll talk about that later. Well, yeah. So thanks for the email, Samantha.
Thank you, Samantha.
Okay, so the other one we have this week is from was on Twitter. It's from I Only Forgive.
Okay.
It says, "Dear fellow film podcasters," so maybe they do one as well. With the Netflix show Love, Death, and Robots,
Hey.
throwing a bit of a curveball on the typical TV show format formula, as well as David Fincher's comments on that, do you think shows like this could cause the industry to make more shows with varied runtimes, as well as sticking more to the anthology format? Y'all run a killer show, so thanks as always.
I hope so.
Yeah, we just finished it a few days ago. Finished the whole series. I liked it.
I think for me, people's attention spans are shrinking because there's so much going on in the day. And when you have different run times, especially when they don't even exceed 30 minutes, you can just sit down, watch 2 or 3 episodes, and you've only spent 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm. That's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
And that's great.
And they're all different. So.
They're all different. The animation quality changes, the narrative changes, everything about it just changes. Except for maybe thematically, because it's all dealing with technology.
Yeah.
But for me, I want more. When I finished that series, I turned to Jess here and I was like, I want more.
Yeah.
I want more of that.
Well, apparently Netflix is doing something where they're like finding the most popular episodes from shows like that to possibly turn into a whole show.
Oh.
Cool.
Including Love, Death, and Robots, various episodes in that. So.
Yeah, we definitely had favorites
Yeah.
from that. He had his favorite was different than mine.
Yeah.
And I loved Zima Blue. That was my favorite. I don't know if you've seen it yet. It's about the man who's like a robot and he's talking to a woman and he's talking about his life.
No, I have not seen that one yet.
It's a beautiful episode.
It's one of those, like when you're watching it, you're not really, you're kind of like, you're just like, okay, you don't really have a feeling towards it. And then the ending, when it kind of does the reveal and the conclusion, it's just beautiful.
Yeah. Well, the last one I watched, which was one of my favorites, was the guy who is in space with a girl and she tries to get him to, I don't know. And it's like there's the twists on their reality. And
Is that the one where they're in the pods? Is that the one you're talking about where they're in the pods and?
So it's like he shows up, or this girl comes into like their spaceship.
Yeah, he wakes up, right?
Yeah, and then they spend some time together, like romantic time.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That was a great episode.
Very good.
Yeah.
And then I love the first one, the monster fighting
Me
one.
too.
Like
Yeah.
when
Sona's Fury or
yeah,
something.
like when I saw when that started, I was like, this show is amazing.
That anime quality is just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I felt like that one was very, like different than all the others too. It was that one I could see being turned into something like a bigger.
Yeah.
Out of all of them, I could see that one being
Great premise.
It was really good.
And then my other favorite would be the girl who sees the murder.
Yeah.
I love that.
Animation quality it's above anything else right now.
Yeah.
Like I loved that, and even cinematography wise, like it was just beautiful. The wide shots.
What about you, Sky?
For me, I loved a lot of the episodes. I think I only disliked maybe 2, but there was one in particular that I was like, man, if I could sit down and write a feature movie off of one episode, it would be Shifters. Did you see Shifters yet?
What's it about?
It's the military episode.
Don't think so.
Okay, so without revealing too much, because it is new and I don't want to spoil anything, but it's these, they're in the military, it's these two friends, and they happen to have abilities, and the military utilizes their abilities to further their advancement in enemy territory.
While also treating them like second-class citizens.
While also treating them very poorly, and they don't respect them. But they're happy to have them. Almost, not really.
Well, they're just benefiting from them.
They're benefiting from them. They really don't like them.
They don't like them. They don't want them to feel welcome, but they are being used.
The things that they can do it's really beneficial. And I don't want to reveal anything about it, but it's when you see it, you'll understand why I like it so much.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy it. I enjoyed all of them, and really all of them could be made into movies. There was one that actually reminded me of Gundam. I don't know if you've seen that one
yet. Is it the Farmland one?
Yeah, the Farmland one.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
I liked that one a lot.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Yeah.
But going back to the question...
Well, I mean, in terms of the format thing, I would actually, just because I have talked about getting kind of bored with, I guess, quote-unquote, regular shows where it is just, like, 10-hour-long or 10 one-hour-long episodes. And so I think doing something like this where I can sit down for 10 minutes, watch an episode, be like blown away, then go off and do my thing.
And with them being, individual things, you don't really need to sit and keep the storyline going. So it's kind of like a little free form kind of thing you can sit down to.
Like you can watch one in January and then watch one in December and not have lost anything. So.
And I think I'm getting kind of burnt out on the whole hour-plus long episodes of things. It's a lot to take on, and it's a lot to ask somebody to sit down and devote that much time to something. And I think that's why when we went a few weeks ago and watched Russian Doll, that was, only 20 minutes
we reviewed
episode.
That.
That was much more accessible, and it went by faster than sitting down and knocking out, hour, 15-minute episodes of certain shows. So it's almost like I think you're going to get a bite on that kind of show where people are going to be like, oh, this is shorter. I will watch this. I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
I do like that they're going through, and apparently they have 4 different orders that they're giving people. Like they're assigning 4 different orders. I've been talking to people.
Right. I was wondering about that. I was going to ask you because to you guys, the first episode was the same. But when I was talking about the Love, Death, Robots? It went in a different order for my friends that I was talking to.
Huh.
Yeah.
They couldn't understand what I meant by the first episode.
There are 4 different orders that people are getting.
That. Yeah.
We got the same order, but other people were getting different orders.
Yeah, so we had the monster.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I was talking to my friend, he was like, I said the first episode, and he's like,
nope.
That's not the... I was like, what's happening? So that clarifies it.
Huh.
Yeah,
I love
order.
that. Okay, cool.
The series itself reminds me a lot of Black Mirror, which for me, I'm waiting for more Black Mirror episodes because it really is one of my favorite series. And for me, this kind of helped me just be like, okay, cool. You need a fix? Here's your fix. Because it deals with technology. It's very depressing themes half the time, especially the one that she really likes.
Yeah, I love depressing stuff. And it's beautiful.
And Love, Death, and Robots, it really isn't a happy show. There's
Not
maybe
really.
like 1 or 2 episodes that have been really happy. And for me, like, I think they only have like 1 comedy, and that was the 3 Robots episode, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, and maybe the yogurt, when the yogurt took over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had forgotten about that. Yeah. The yogurt one.
I love the yogurt
I was just like, okay, let's. I'm in.
But no, great show, great format. I really like what Netflix is doing, especially with like things like Bandersnatch and now this. I hope they keep experimenting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely in the vein of something like David Fincher, where it's very cynical and it's also created by the guy who directed the first Deadpool, I believe.
I think so.
And he also designed the amazing opening title sequence for Fincher's Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. The opening title sequence, yeah. So that kind of dark, glossy.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna kind of divert topics again because that's what we do
that's
here.
fine.
That's what we do.
No.
And did you see the new Girl with the
Girl in the Spider's Web? I did, yeah.
Well, how was it? Because I know that you're very much a David Fincher fan.
Oh, well, it is directed by the guy who did Don't Breathe.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Yeah. I wish Fincher had done it, but it's okay.
Right. I knew that. That's why I didn't know if you would enjoy it.
It's watchable. It's trying to be like Jason Bourne. Like they turned
That's
her,
what it felt like.
Yeah, they turned her into an action character, which is not at all what she is.
That's not what she is.
No.
Yeah, and so I mean, it's if you have no attachment to it, or even if you do, it's perfectly entertaining, watchable movie, but it's nowhere near the interest of the original Swedish ones or the.
That's the only
Fincher.
one I've seen is the Swedish one.
Yeah,
And he's done with that series, right? Like
I wish
Fincher
I.
is.
Well, when it first came out, the Fincher one, it was supposed to be a whole trilogy, and they had assigned him and Rooney Mara and Daniel Craig to do 3.
Right, and they did 2, right?
They just
did the one?
Yeah, just because it didn't make enough money, I guess, and then they scrapped it, which is so annoying.
Yeah.
And I think with the Spiderweb one, wasn't that the book where the original author died
It's the
halfway
4th
through?
book, and so it was written by someone else.
Yeah, because they had to
So-
finish it because the guy he died while he was writing it.
Yeah, and so it's very chronologically weird, but I mean it's fine,
Yeah.
It's a time waster. So, but yeah. Well, anything else about
Love, Death, and Robots?
yeah,
No, just
or
watch
the
it.
format?
Or the format of it, rather. But yeah, I mean, the show itself is great, and I love the format because, like I said, the times that they have for it and the order change, I think it's just brilliant.
Yeah, the order change thing is very
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
And in terms of anthology series, I love an anthology series where I don't have to commit to a character
Right.
and then they're gone in one episode.
Yeah.
There are so many series where I'm like, okay, well, I want it to be a one season and done. Stranger Things. Let's take Stranger Things, for example. When Stranger Things ended, I was like, okay, great. I want this to be an anthology series. I want season 2 to be new characters, all that stuff. And then they didn't. And they were like, no, we're going to keep bringing these characters back. And for me, season 2 wasn't as good because of that. I think with the way Stranger Things could work is if it was an anthology, then it would be, and you can do anthology seasons, kind of like Haunting of Hill House,
Right.
where the next season is going to be a whole different cast, whole different setting.
And same thing with American Crime Story. There's OJ, and then the next one was the Gianni Versace assassination. So
So if you I feel like that could be what shows are going towards.
yeah,
Because there is a lot of success in that.
I wish more movie franchises would do that as well.
Yeah.
Kind of something like almost like Fantastic Beasts or something where it's like you kind of drop the overarching narrative and it's just a singular individual story each time.
I think that's what they're doing with Star Wars after this
Yeah,
one, right?
yeah, kinda,
After
yeah.
this last one.
Yeah.
I know they're going to a different... Because it's like... I always loved it with Star Wars because it's like in a galaxy far, far away. I'm like, okay, great. What about if we had another galaxy?
Yeah. What if there was another one, guys?
We could do that.
Yeah.
We don't have to have, the Force. We don't have to have lightsabers. We don't have to have Jedi and Sith. We can have all these other things.
Yeah. Keep the lightsabers, maybe.
You could. Or you could develop like how, other forms of lightsabers. I think that'd be cool. Like a light pistol. That'd be cool. We're gonna have a light nuclear bomb.
Yeah. The series is writing itself, Sky. It's.
I think we're onto something.
Yeah. Well, cool. All right. Well, thanks again for the emails, y'all. And again, feel free to send us any questions or comments on social media or through the email. And all of that is in the show notes. And so you can get those links really easily. So I guess we can just end off with our picks of the week. So just kind of, have y'all been watching anything good?
Oh.
Oh goodness, what have we watched? Well, I fell asleep during
Yeah.
the movie last night. That's my theme. Fall asleep during.
But you
the
liked
movie.
it. You liked what you saw.
I liked what I saw. I just, I've been working a lot, and so it was just every time I sit down to watch a movie, I end up falling asleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, really well done. And apparently I'm really good at picking out voice actors because as soon as Marshala started talking, I was like, oh, that's Marshala.
He pays attention to these things, whereas I'm like, I don't know. And I just literally finished watching the 3rd season of True Detective and didn't figure out it's the same person. I'm like, he has this superhuman ability to find songs and voices.
That's
and
a very
things.
marketable skill, Sky.
I'm a god.
Yeah. It's yeah.
No, I really enjoyed it. I thought the performances were fantastic.
And the animation.
The animation is just
it was really cool.
So good.
I was like, it looks like when you take your 3D glasses off in a 3D movie, that's what that animation looks like.
Right.
I don't want to talk too much because it still is a new movie, but I did want more of certain characters. They were very limited, and I wanted more. I loved Miles, but honestly, now I really hope this opens the door to a bigger franchise where they're like, hey, you want noir Spider-Man? Here you go. Here's Nick Cage for 2 hours playing Spider-Man.
Please.
I want that. I want John John Mulaney's Spider Pig. I want that. You know, Peter Porker. I want that.
Yeah.
And so I really hope that we get those. We get those.
Yeah.
I can't talk today.
That's okay.
This is the worst day for me not to be able to talk.
That's okay.
And I guess, have we watched anything else?
Well, we went to see Captain Marvel and
Yeah.
what else have we watched?
Oh yeah, we need to talk about Captain Marvel because you saw it.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, I've talked about kind of my growing disinterest a little bit in some of the Marvel films, just because, I mean, there's not one I would say I dislike, but it's just the style starts to feel a little too similar to me.
This one felt like Thor, didn't it? It almost felt like the first Thor.
Yeah, and so this one I was kind of going in, I was curious, and I'll say, I think it's almost purely because of the Captain Marvel character and also with Brie Larson, not really anything else, but I would say this is probably the best one since Winter Soldier.
Wow.
I haven't really liked the Avengers Infinity War. I like Black Panther a decent bit, but I thought
cinematography in Black Panther is great.
Yeah. But I loved I thought finally there was a character that was kind of a little more grounded, a little more relatable, and I thought Brie Larson was fantastic, and I do wish that it had kind of stuck to, like, I think the first half is a good bit better than the second half. Like, there's a point where there's this she gets on the subway, you know. Up until that point, I was absolutely loving it. I felt
like 20 minutes in. No, I'm just kidding.
It might be, but and I kind of wish that the film hadn't gone as much into the kind of just normal Marvel kind of plot where like they're having to go into a secret place and break out and stuff like that. But I thought it was very entertaining, and I loved Brie Larson in it. And I thought Jude Law was quite good as well.
He's so good in everything he does.
Yeah, and had a bit of a Guardians of the Galaxy feel at the beginning, you know, with those colors and all that. But I thought it was quite good. The pacing I had a bit of an issue with. I felt like there were certain points where I felt like it was going to end, but then it had a whole nother fight to go. Yeah. You know, and so that stuff I would say the filmmaking was not.
It wasn't up to par.
No, but I think that the Captain Marvel character really got it. Yeah, it was good for me. So.
I thought it had a great soundtrack, but I definitely agree with the pacing. The pacing issue for me was like I didn't feel attached to Captain Marvel. You know, Claire, right? That's her name, Claire. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
I don't remember either.
If we have any Marvel fans out there, I'm sure they're like yelling at me.
I can't remember actually.
But like, I don't know. I just didn't really grow attached to her. I really wanted. Because this is kicking off a new generation of superheroes, you know? Like, if that is the plan, I wanted this to be more like Iron Man, where I wanted the first half of the film to be an introduction of who she is. And instead, I think we almost got like, oh, you already know Captain Marvel.
Right.
You know her a little bit. So we're not really going to deal too much with an origin story for Captain Marvel.
See, I think I may have actually, I think I liked that about it.
Did you?
I think. Just because there are just so many origin stories these days, you know.
I love a good origin story.
I know,
like Batman Begins, love it.
Oh sure, yeah. But yeah, I did like it quite a bit. So I'll see Endgame for Captain Marvel probably.
I'm so excited. I'm not ready for it, but I'm excited.
Although I'm just dreading that runtime. I don't want to sit there for 3 hours.
6 hours.
Oh man,
oh my God.
I can't do it.
Like, here's the thing. If those characters are leaving for good, I need 30 minutes with each character saying goodbye.
Yeah.
I need a moment.
I need moments with these characters, you know. So, but yeah. No, I understand. I understand that. I'm excited for Shazam.
Yeah,
that's been getting really good reviews.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
You know, I think this could be. I loved Wonder Woman, but you know, in terms of other DC films, this could be my first DC film that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm really.
It looks really fun. It looks like it's gonna poke fun at the genre.
Yeah,
and I'm for it.
Yeah. Did y'all see Aquaman?
No, I didn't. That looks terrible.
It was the worst.
Okay,
yeah,
that's good.
Okay, he wanted to go see it in theaters, and I was like, I don't know if I could go with you.
I wanted to see it drunk. I wanted to see it
that one.
Really drunk.
It probably would improve it, but it looked so bad in all the trailers that I saw.
Because I'm kind of on the opposite side of things, where a lot of people really liked Aquaman and hated all the other DC movies. I'm the opposite. I liked Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad, and I hated Aquaman. And so, we're not gonna. We've had this conversation 1,000 times. We're not gonna do it. But I thought Aquaman was truly terrible.
I've never done ecstasy, but I feel like if I was ever going to watch Suicide Squad again, I would need ecstasy.
Maybe.
I don't know how it feels, so maybe. But I've heard good things about that, and I've heard really bad things about Suicide Squad. And I can attest to
you never know. But yeah, so and James Wan's direction. Do you like James Wan?
I love James Wan. I want him to stick to horror, though.
Some of his direction is just so, it's too much. Like his camera is constantly moving, orbiting all around, and it's especially apparent in Aquaman, and it just makes it feel less and less grounded.
Like I liked his Fast 7. I thought that was fine. Furious 7, yeah. But for me, he just needs to. He has become a master of horror. Stick with horror, and it's okay. It's okay to be pigeonholed into a genre. You can kill it in that genre, But apparently, people saw Aquaman and loved it. So
a lot of people did.
I guess he can. I guess he can do all things.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of mixed reviews.
Yeah.
Either people were like, I went in thinking it was going to be crap, and it was just a little bit above crap, or it was like,
Yeah.
Yes, I couldn't bear it. I just couldn't do it, Sky. Couldn't do it.
I'm not a big Jason Momoa fan either.
I'm not either. I mean, clearly there's a lot of people going to see that movie for Jason Momoa.
I think that's a lot of the hype, but it just looked cheesy.
Yeah, well, it does. I will say it does kind of play on the cheesiness of it, but it just doesn't do it that well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I have a big issue. It's like, okay, yeah, Jason Momoa is a pretty dude. He's a good looking dude.
He doesn't do it for me at all.
But
really,
but for me, it's like if that's the reason that you got the job, I hate that.
Yeah, that's Hollywood.
That's Hollywood.
Well,
though.
I think it's like he was the it person of the moment, and they were like, let's bring him into this world and capitalize on that.
I mean, I'll agree. He does, like some actors like him, he does have a decent presence, but whenever he starts talking, it's brutal.
Yeah. And it's fine. I'm sure he will get better.
He seems like
he will
a
get
lovely
better.
man.
Yeah.
But,
it's like better to be seen than heard from him.
Yeah.
And people see the same thing about Leonardo DiCaprio. They're like, oh, he's just a good looking dude that can't act.
See, I'm not.
But I love it.
Yeah.
I think he's great.
I think he is too.
I'm not a fan. That's why earlier I said he's overrated. I've just never found something that I've connected to with him. He's never drawn me, except for What's Eating Gilbert Grape. He was fantastic in that. And I felt like he was, he dared to go there and he did a fantastic job. But everything else has been like, meh. I don't know. He's this guy that I feel like people at the moment were like, he's the hot new thing and we're going to put him in everything.
Well, that's surprising since Sky is a fanboy of The Revenant. And
gosh, what a movie.
Yeah. No, I mean, I love DiCaprio. And so, I mean, I would argue against that, but I mean, I can,
No, I love Leonardo DiCaprio. I hate The Revenant, but I love that movie. I love Leonardo. Actually, one of my favorite Leonardo DiCaprio movies is The Beach.
Really? Well, I know Jacob. That's one of his. He really likes that too.
I really enjoy that movie.
He's a big Danny Boyle fan.
Well, it's also an Alex Garland book.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So he wrote the book, and then what's Danny Boyle? Danny Boyle took it and made it into a script.
Huh.
I don't know if he did it. I think Alex Garland actually screen wrote it too, but I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
We did see Fantastic Beast.
Yeah, we watched the new Crimes of Grindelwald.
I rewatched that actually. So yeah.
Yeah, we watched that because we were debating on whether to go see it when it was out in theaters, and I think ultimately we just never got around to seeing it, or we were hearing reviews that were
mixed.
Yes, very mixed, and so we finally sat down and watched it. And for me, I didn't think it was as bad as what people were saying.
I actually liked it a lot more on rewatch. I didn't like it in theaters as much.
Fantastic Beasts too. I felt like it was more compelling. It was more visually stuff going on. I mean, in the first one I liked the animals. That was the only thing that really got me in that one. But this one, I didn't think it was as bad. I do feel like there was a lot going on and a lot they just kind of left to the side and plot wise.
I can't tell you what that movie's about, but
yeah,
I
we were
enjoyed
talking about. They were like, if somebody was like, "Hey, tell me a synopsis of it," where do you begin on that? It's hard.
It's a bunch of scenes mashed together.
Yeah,
but visually, I was very entertained.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't know if it was a good movie because of that, but I did enjoy what I saw.
I mean, I can see why some people didn't like it, just because it's probably the least Harry Pottery,
which is fine.
But one little controversy about it. So there's the whole Johnny Depp thing, where people were really upset with his casting.
He surprised me. I actually enjoyed his performance in this.
That's the thing. It's not Johnny Depp who's going to ruin it. It's Ezra Miller.
That's fair.
That's fair. The worst. He's the worst. Give Johnny Depp a break. Yeah. Get on Ezra Miller's case.
Yeah, he's sulking teenage.
Yeah, that's all he does. He
just
is like this brooding, like, oh, it's brutal. It's just,
He is what I hated about the emo music genre growing up. You know, he's just walking around looking sad,
he's just like hunched over every scene.
And the thing is, Ezra Miller, he's good if you. I have control over him. I think you know, like Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah,
great movie. I didn't mind his performance in it. I thought it was fine. You know, but then you see this, and it's just like, oh God,
he's writing the Flash.
Killing me.
Do you hear this?
He's writing it.
Yes. He is taken on, or I think with one other person, he is writing the screenplay for The Flash.
Oh, what a great film that will be.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Oh my gosh.
Will The Flash be goth too?
Oh, I'm sure he better be.
Hey, let's go early 2000s emo.
Oh God.
Flash, shall we? Get some My Chemical Romance in there.
Oh God. It just starts off.
Do you know that the guy who like wrote
Gerard Way?
Yeah, he did
Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
You know, I actually really like My Chemical Romance.
I do too.
I think it's funny when people are like, "Oh, it's emo goth music," and I'm like,
No,
"Well, no, not
talented.
for me. They're talented. They made
I have nothing against them. It's just so iconic of that time.
Yeah,
those few years. You know,
it is.
Yeah, and you went back and after we watched The Umbrella Academy, you read the comic book.
I did. I read the first volume.
How was it?
Not great. I love the show. The show was great. For me, the graphic novel, it was. It just didn't do it for me.
Yeah, he told me the differences between, you know, how they adapted it into the show versus what was in the comic book. And I think they made a really great choice by swaying towards a different way with the Netflix series and going away towards some of the themes and ideas in the comic book.
There's a character change that I'm not going to say because I know it's new. But there's a character change that happens in the graphic novel where when you see it, you're just going to like, no, they didn't do this. And luckily, in the show, they did not do that. So that was really good.
It's like if you think the show is a little out there and a little weird, and some of the ideas, the comic books got you on that. It's even weirder.
Yeah,
interesting.
I didn't enjoy it. I don't think I'll finish like the next volume. I don't think I'll even start it. But I love the show. I'm very excited. I actually don't want a second season. Have you watched it at all?
I haven't.
Okay. It has an ending, in my opinion, or it should have an ending. But there's going to be a second season.
Yeah.
And I hate that. Same thing with like Dexter. Did you ever watch Dexter?
I've seen some of it, yeah.
You need to watch the first 4 seasons.
Okay.
And then stop. Don't go to 9.
Oh, God. Any show that has 9 seasons, you know you're getting into some.
I think it just needs to be 5. Every show, stop at 5 seasons. Oh, Hollywood news. Supernatural is coming to a close.
Haven't ever seen it.
Neither.
It is a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I
It is
hear
a powerhouse.
I hear about it constantly. So yeah, no argument there.
But yeah, surprisingly, they're like, hey, we're good. And I think it was a cast decision, you know, like they were like, we're just done. We want to spend time with our families.
That's a long time.
We want to have a life.
We want to have a life outside of this.
Yeah.
I mean, because you got to think, I mean, like if they started, you know, let's say mid-20s, so they're 25, 15 years, now they're 40. You know, that's a long time to be committed. So,
yeah,
I get it, but I know a lot of people are heartbroken. I watched all the way up until about 2 seasons ago, and then I was like, I just can't.
Can't do it.
I can't do it anymore. It ended at season 5.
There you go, your 5-season thing again.
Yeah, 5 seasons. It ended at season 5. There was a definitive ending, and they were like, you know what, we're going to keep going.
Yeah. Sky, have you seen Us yet?
No.
We were talking about going to see that very soon.
Yeah.
I really want to see it. It is my highly anticipated film of the year right now, aside from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for it.
Have you checked it out yet?
Not yet, but I mean, I think we're going to review it on the show sometime soon, so.
Just let me know.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
I'm excited for it. I mean, it's his sophomore horror film. It's his sophomore. No, he did Keanu, right? Didn't he direct Keanu?
Maybe.
Either way.
He was involved somehow.
It is his sophomore horror film, and I'm very excited for it because Get Out is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I love the memes that have been, you know, come from Get Out.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll mention I watched Captive State. Have y'all heard about this?
I haven't heard of that.
It's this new alien invasion film by the guy who directed Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
That's right.
Which I really liked. And so this one, it stars John Goodman and the teenage version or teenage actor in Moonlight. And it's about a alien kind of, what do you call it? When they have
invasion?
Invasion, and when they have control, like when they're like running the society. What's the term for that? When
an alien race.
Occupation,
Okay.
yeah. And where they're essentially like running the government of
Okay.
the U.S. pretty much.
Cool.
And it's kind of in this, I'd put it in terms of style in the vein of something like Children of Men. Mm-hmm. It's very subdued and reserved, and it's kind of about the rebellion of the humans. And I was curious because I do like Alien Invasion and I do like Rise of the Planet of the Apes, but like it got so incoherent so quickly. I could not believe it. Like we were talking about leaving movie theaters. I was so ready to leave.
Wow.
Like it started off okay, but it's so poorly edited and it throws in so many characters who you don't know anything about, and it was brutal. And I was kind of looking forward to it because it was like a dark, mysterious alien invasion movie, but it is brutal.
I want to read about it real fast.
Yeah.
Has a 46 on Rotten Tomatoes and 5.7 on IMDb.
Yeah.
Oh, Machine Gun Kelly's in it. I thought he died. I thought Eminem killed him.
Huh. Yeah. So don't check that one out. And then I was telling Sky, I've been binge watching Mobile Suit Gundam Wing from the 90s, which is kind of what I grew up with, and it's just I'm realizing why I loved it so much and why I still love it is it's just all out warfare all the time with big like mecha robot suits. It's amazing.
Yeah. I really enjoyed G Gundam. Did you watch that?
I haven't
one?
seen that yet. No.
That was the one where they were in space. It was great. I think they're all like kind of in space, but this one, it was almost like a tournament, and I love tournament based animes. You know, that's why I'm rocking this Dragon Ball Z shirt. They have so many tournaments in that show. Yeah. And I love me some anime though. Yeah. Some good anime. Yeah. Not a lot of anime, just like select
just the right amount.
Select anime.
Yeah. And then I did watch something for the first time that I wasn't planning on watching it anytime soon, but it happened this way. I was hanging out with a friend of mine from college about a week ago, and his girlfriend was there at the time, and she asked with a bit of a self-awareness if we all wanted to watch Twilight together.
Oh, no.
And being this guy's good friend, I said no, of course. But we ended up watching it anyways.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yeah. It wasn't great. Was
it your first time watching it?
Yes.
Okay.
Haven't seen any of them aside from clips, just bits and pieces. Definitely not great. I can see why people like it. Yeah. Not as horrible as I thought it would be, but it's definitely not it's very dated, especially at this point. And the annoying thing is it could be done well. Like, if you had the right directors or the right writers, but it's just so poorly and lazily put together.
You know, it's.
I mean, I don't know about the sequels, but I'm guessing it's about the same.
I mean, I'm sure they're terrible.
Yeah,
I've only seen the first one, I think. But for me, it's almost like the plot of Let Me In or Let the Right One In. You know, where vampires can be good, and there can be like a love scenario between a vampire and a human. Yeah, I get that. But for me, this was way too teenager-ish. Yeah. You know, way too CW style.
Yes.
Yeah, very CW.
Yes.
And I can't stand that.
Yeah.
And for me, it's almost like a personal attack. Like, I felt attacked when this movie came out. They're like, oh, vampires can stand in the sunlight.
I'm offended. You know?
They can stand in the sunlight. They're just going to sparkle. And I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
It's just so weird.
Yeah, not a great movie.
And the lead actress, that Kristen Stewart girl, her acting in that, you could tell she was not the best actress.
And the weird thing is like she and Robert Pattinson have both gone on to do really great stuff.
Yeah.
Like she's been given some really great performances.
I think they didn't want to be in it though.
Yeah.
That was what I was hearing.
The money's huge.
Yeah.
So go with it, you know, do what they say. So, but not a great movie, but you know.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I rewatched The Girlfriend Experience by Steven Soderbergh. Have you all seen this?
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so this is one of his more like kind of personal films, like Unsane or even that basketball movie he just did recently that's on Netflix that was shot on an iPhone
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember
which
that.
Unsane was also shot on an iPhone. But this one came out, I think, in 2009 maybe, and it's actually the lead actress is a porn star, actually, and so it's shot in the way that I guess it would be like on an iPhone. It's kind of predates that style, but it's about like a high level or high class escort in New York.
Yeah.
Or call girl, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And it's essentially just about her going through her daily life. And it's pretty plotless, but it's a really odd but interesting look at this world, this kind of very weird, strange world. And it's kind of documentary style-esque. And I mean, I can see why it's not a film for everybody. It's very subdued and weird, but it's a really interesting film, especially from someone like Steven Soderbergh, who can do that and then do like,
Magic
Ocean's
Mike.
Yeah, which I love. I love Magic Mike. And like Ocean's 11 and
He did Pleasantville.
did he?
Yeah, apparently.
Huh.
I liked that movie.
I love Pleasantville.
It was very beautiful.
Yeah. But it's an interesting film if you can find a way to watch it.
I keep forgetting about Steven Soderbergh for some reason. I guess because he's so prolific and he does so many different things. But
Yeah.
I forgot he did Logan Lucky, and I really
Love-
enjoyed
Yeah, he's been
Love
talking
Logan
to
Lucky.
me about
Yeah,
that.
Logan Lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, you need to see that whenever we are
It's
scrolling
fun.
through movies.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie.
So yeah, I mean, if you like Soderbergh or if you liked some of his more kind of personal films, maybe check out the Girlfriend Experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, might be about it, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Y'all, anything else? Music, books? Any recommendations or no?
Radiohead has a new song out.
Oh, really?
We listened to it yesterday.
Yeah. I don't remember what it's called, like Ill Wind or something like that, I think. And it's very reminiscent to when they were like the OK Computer days. And I'm all about that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. And
then we were listening to the Carano and Danger Mouse album.
Oh,
It's very good.
interesting.
yeah, she has a song out now for the new Hannah series
Yeah.
on Amazon
She is a cover
of Despite All My Rage.
the Smashing Pumpkins song. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What is it? Disarm? Is that it? Is that the name of it?
I can't remember which it came up on my Spotify, and I can't remember which
That
song
song
it
has
is
been
now.
covered up so many times recently, like with Rampage. Kid Cudi did
Oh,
it.
I did see Rampage.
You didn't see Rampage?
No.
Okay, you
No,
missed
look,
out on a great cinematic
I know.
experience.
No, look, I'm down for like the giant wolf.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see it for that.
Yeah.
But I haven't taken the time.
Go in with no expectations, and you'll be satisfied. Because it's wild.
Yeah.
And I wish that Jeffrey Dean Morgan, he's in it.
Okay.
I wish Jeffrey Dean Morgan would stop being Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Everything he's doing is Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He's doing the Negan character from Walking Dead, and the dude can act. He can do really good stuff, but he keeps doing that character. It's just like Jeff Bridges doing the same Texan over and over again.
Yeah.
He did True Grit, and he stayed with that character.
Yeah.
So,
And we did watch recently the Bad Times at
the El Royale.
El Royale. Have you seen that?
I did.
What did you think?
I didn't like it.
Oh,
I
liked
enjoyed it. It was kooky. You didn't know what was going to happen.
It was an hour too long.
It was
Yes.
very long. But it's like you're watching the story unfold and you don't really know where it's going to go.
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely parts of it that I enjoyed. I won't disagree with that.
I loved Chris Hemsworth. I wanted the movie to be the last hour of the movie.
Oh, he was so evil.
So good, though.
Yeah.
So good. I love that mind control element that he has, which is very similar to going back to Charles Manson.
Yeah.
He had this
It
ability
reminded
to,
me of that kind of character.
He had
Yeah.
this ability to manipulate everyone he came in contact with.
Yeah.
And I loved that.
Yeah, well, it did feel very Tarantino-y.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was expecting more, I think, from his name is Drew Goddard, right? The director?
Yeah, who did
Cabin in the Woods
and The Martian.
and The Martian.
Yeah.
I really wanted more from that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I still enjoyed it. I love John Hamm, too, though.
Yeah. Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong with John Hamm.
With the ham.
the ham.
So
Peter Porker.
So no, but yeah, so I guess that might be about it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I can't think of anything.
Final thoughts? Well wishes?
No, thanks for having me, man. I
Yeah.
really appreciate it. And,
Yeah.
anytime
Yeah.
you need some people.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess that does kind of bring us to an end, but Yeah, so I guess the next show more than likely will be about us. If we can get y'all on, if possible, great. If not, we'll get you on for something else, and maybe see if we can get Jacob back on too at some point.
Are you gonna do like Us and Get Out? What are your two movies?
I don't know.
Oh man,
could be anything.
Oh. Could be anything. I didn't see that movie. Is that John Cusack? Sounds like a John Cusack film.
Oh my goodness.
It's almost like the sequel to Say Anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give me anything. Say anything.
Please. But yeah, so stay updated on or follow us on social media, and you can stay updated with all that jazz. But yeah, guys, thanks again for driving out and taking the time. I kind of saved the day, because my co-host has been pretty busy lately, so it's
been fun.
Yeah,
it has been fun.
But
Also, I think your dog is the thing, since we were talking about that last year.
Yeah, she's kind of become our other co-host. She's kind of stays in here, and
just so the listeners are aware, this was a bulldog, but now is a border collie.
Yes, she's changed. But on that note, we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.